against Islam or no?
I mean, not really, but like, I'm just now like trying to see what's up with the Quran for real. Like, cause I heard the stories as a kid and like, I like, it's different to hear them as an adult.
Bro,
to
it's
really
weird.
like
I
make
feel
a
like,
judgment on
like
that
I feel
shit.
like a lot of like people I've met, like they kind of like rediscover like their religion in their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like I've noticed that's a common like thing. You know, like a lot of my friends from like Berkeley and stuff, like maybe they were raised like, you know, often either like Jewish or Christian or like, you know, something like that. Even like Hindu, somewhere like Hindu, and like I feel like a lot of them they grew up like not really like caring that much, and like in their early 20s they're just starting to like see what's up, you know, go back and like, you know, read the Bible and stuff. Like
Facts. That's facts.
do you feel that, man? No?
No.
Nah, I don't feel that either, for real.
Really?
Cause like, I don't know, maybe that's just you, that's your surroundings and shit, but like what I've seen motherfuckers like are not religious. Ever.
Yeah. Certainly my dad wasn't.
What?
So my dad
My
wasn't.
dad wasn't, yeah.
Because like I kind of see how religion's horrible for a group of people.
Yeah.
Like why would I practice something individually that I thought would be bad if a lot of people were doing? Because as soon as the state's making us do something, it's just fucked up.
Facts.
I don't want to see like a tool. I don't want to use something that's being used to manipulate something.
That's facts, bro. When I just now like dead ass this week, I really like searched the story of Muhammad on some shit, and like when I realized he was just like swagged up on some shit, like that's all, like it was just all swag. It seemed like he's like, yeah, like
you
see me, like I came from nothing. I'm finna go start a city over there. Like that's what he did pretty much.
He was like, yo, I got. Imagine if someone's just like, yo, I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk to people.
Bro, when I searched,
be the man.
Dead ass. When I searched this shit, they literally, it made me like not question it, but it made me like think of it in like my own way for real. Cause I'm like, he's like, the start of like his whole like messiahship, him being a don or some shit was like older shawty proposing to him.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and she was like loaded. She had a lot of money.
Oh, and he converted her, right?
No, it wasn't no Islam yet, bro. It wasn't no Islam.
No, I'm saying later he did.
No, look, this is what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't discover Islam until he was like 49, bro.
Right.
He didn't go into the cave and like speak to Allah until he was like 49.
Shit. So wait, so you're saying that like before he even created Islam, he married this older woman?
Yeah, when he was like 23.
Is this Fatima?
Yeah. That is.
That his daughter? I don't know.
Khadija.
Okay.
Khadija.
And then Fatima is their. So wait, so he like at a young, way before he got married.
She proposed to him.
Wow.
Because she had like 2 husbands before on some crazy shit.
So are you saying he could have been like a gold digger?
He
like,
could have.
No, bro. He was just
leveraged
like,
that.
He was just like, he just had that aura type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it's like
there will be
whatever I say gonna go.
Right.
But there will be no Muhammad success if there isn't her.
That's facts.
That's, she bankrolled.
Bro, when I heard this shit, when I heard the story, I'm like, bro, it made me just question all this shit. I'm like, bro, I just thought of it. My perspective is like, if this shit were to happen to me in 2020, that would be a shawty dosing me with acid, taking me to a cave and being like, I'm God, write this down. You feel me?
I would compare,
dead ass, bro.
I would compare more to it as like if Khalid married you and now you're just talking shit and people love it and you're just like having it like your own religion now. Like if she bankrolled you just being like a fucking cultural icon and you leverage that into having your own country. That's what it's like to me. That's how I see it.
That's a zoovie.
Yeah, that's a zoovie. That's the new religion.
Did Muhammad grow up poor?
I don't know.
Both his parents died.
They were young.
Both his parents died and his uncle took him in.
Yeah.
And he didn't have loot. He worked as like a merchant on some shit. And then when he was like 20, I just told you a story, 24, 25, he met shawty.
So wait, so before that, when he was like really, like when he was living with his uncle and shit, were they like wealthy or no?
No, not like that. I don't know if they were. They might have been. No. His tribe was wealthy.
It's probably just working and shit though.
Yeah, they were workers, but they were wealthy workers. Like the tribe was known. Like they were like the Quraysh tribe on some shit. Like they were just.
Yeah.
They were like.
They're still, you know, like the kings of Jordan are like from the same tribe as him. Do you know that?
I know that.
Yeah, bro. So like that's his that's his tribe. Like that's the reason they're kings.
That's kind of wild.
Is that crazy?
They're Muslim.
They're Muslim, yeah. The country Jordan, so the king
That's
is
a wild
named...
claim to make, though. It's like a white person saying, like, yo, I'm George Washington's, like,
No, bro.
homie.
Like,
as, like,
well, yeah, but, like, this is, like...
They're the descendants of
They're
Muhammad,
descendants
for
of
real?
Muhammad, like, direct, like, descendants. That's why they're kings. Because it's called the... Well, I mean, the
damn, that's crazy.
yeah. The tribe's called, the Quraysh tribe. Quraysh.
That's
and then,
facts.
yeah, the Quraysh. And then it's a specific sect within the tribe, like a specific tribe within the tribe that was what Muhammad was part of. And then they're part of it too, and that's why they're kings. So the current king, his name's like Abdullah.
That's the thing. They was beefing with him when he was talking his shit, though.
Yeah. And he created an empire.
Bro, they
Pretty
were...
wild.
He was king without
Bro,
being king.
when I read the numbers
Yeah.
of the wars, bro, I'm like, what? Like 300 versus 3,000. A dub, 300. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
that's the thing about
it's like,
him,
where
is
they...
that, like-
Whoa.
I hate that
10,000 versus 1,000. It's like, what?
See, that's the
Bro, what
interesting
the
thing.
fuck?
They have
That's
guns.
That's the interesting thing about like Muhammad is that like a lot of people think he's just like Jesus or Moses, but like the difference
Just
is like
God.
he was like actual like historical figure that like we know about.
True, yeah.
Like we have like legit like history, but he was almost like Genghis Khan in a way. Like he's a real like historical figure we know about.
Yep.
And we know about like the history of like what he did. We know about like, you know, his like his like administration, his government and stuff like that. So it's pretty like it's pretty wild when you like look at it from that perspective. Like
It is.
If Kanye becomes like president and then after like a philanthropic person and it's like does like great shit for the world, do you think like when he's dead in like 100 years, 1,000 years, they'd be like, yo, Kanye was like fucking Muhammad?
No.
bro, I mean,
I think
if
if art progresses in that way, you feel me? Because Kanye predicts art to progress that way. You feel me?
yeah.
He's like, in the future we gonna be the prophets and like, you feel me? And that makes sense because ain't no fucking philosophers nowadays. You
Wait,
feel
by the
me?
way, is the podcast on yet or no?
Yeah, no, we've been on.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, ain't no philosophers nowadays, bro.
Philosophers.
Bro, I feel like a lot of these like a lot of like conspiracy theorists have like kind of created their own religions in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Which I feel like are kind of like modern religions, you know? But yeah.
I definitely see that happening though. If he's president and then like a legendary
Kanye?
philanthropic, yeah. You think he's a chance?
Bro,
of
he
it?
would be president when he's like 60, 70 for
Well,
real.
bro,
for
you
real,
know
if we
who-
really think about
Why
it.
couldn't it happen next
That's
time?
what I'm thinking.
Well, bro, you know an example
He could
of
try
something-
next time, fail. The
You know,
time after
exactly.
that,
Legitimately,
get
I think when he's 60, 70, bro.
it. He could do it too then.
Like, that's when I'm thinking legitimately, he's like, yeah, whatever. He's right now, he's like, ha ha ha.
He's
They
like,
don't even know when I'm really finna do it.
It's time.
Well, you know what example like just like that is? You know, like Rastafari.
Yeah.
His real name was Haile Selassie,
Yeah.
and he was king of Ethiopia. Like that wasn't
Yep.
that was like 50 years ago. Like it wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago. And like
It's kind of crazy.
people
Yeah.
see him as a prophet. Like the Rastafarians,
Dead
like
ass.
he has his own religion. You know, so
Deadass.
it's not like too like far fetched.
He's trying
You can't
right
even
now.
question that shit either, for real.
Rastafari? Yeah. Well, he was a real dude, you know, and he was king of Ethiopia for what, like 50 years, and it was only 50. It was in the 70s, like less than 50 years. I think it was like 75.
Yeah,
something
he
like
probably
that.
died in the 70s.
And then and he had a son too, but I think his son like they got rid of him.
He looks exactly like Kobe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. One of them looks
He kinda did, yeah.
identical to Kobe.
No,
Bryant.
that's Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
He
That's that tribe. They did
bro, I'm like.
Kobe from that tribe.
Bro, these Ethiopians,
Crazy.
man, they're on some like next level shit. You know, like I had like first of all, obviously there are a lot of like Ethiopian Jews, like especially in Israel, and then there's also like when I was going from Berkeley to the airport to fly down here, I had like 80-year-old like Ethiopian Christian driver, and like you know they're like there's some crazy shit because like all their like religions and civilization is like ancient, like it's like ancient of the ancients, you know, so. It's pretty crazy, man.
Do they have like Wi-Fi
This-
in Ethiopia?
I think probably barely. I mean, not that like they don't. I'm sure that like in like cities and like urban centers they have it. Like the rest of the country, like it's very like isolated lifestyle.
It's
you know,
crazy
like
place.
yeah. But bro, the Rastafari, Haile Selassie, was supposedly descended from King Solomon. You know that?
Yeah.
Like he's related, like directly related. So.
And King Solomon is descendants of like, I think Moses or some shit.
Moses and like Abraham and like you know all those guys. Abraham.
But the truth is, we all descendants of that shit.
Yeah, of course.
There's a link everywhere.
Yeah.
So the swag is unlimited amongst us all.
No, it's very limited. You see some people and there's no swag. You see some
Who are those people? Point them out.
God, to the right now. What do you mean? Some people just don't have it at all.
They're the descendants of Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes has swag though,
Wait,
if you think
which
about
guy are
it.
you talking about?
Tell with the poodle.
Yeah. There's no swag there.
The
Like,
descendants of.
In his mind, he's like, yo, the poodle's gonna bring me bitches. Poodle brings him no bitches.
Yeah, I don't know how you can have that type of dog as a grown man.
That's a
6
mini,
foot.
bro. That's a mini ass 7-inch poodle.
Yeah, bro. See, if I had. The dog is standing up. He's like, they're making fun of my dog. Oh.
And the dog's proving him right.
Yo, wait. So I want to hear about this movie Platform.
All right, look.
Yeah, I want.
Boom.
I completely forgot about that.
Boom, look.
Dude, fuck Platform. 2020.
Platform, it starts off.
Ass. Oh, shit.
Fucking fuck. Look,
Nah, this guy's
so
got-
think of a building.
Yeah.
There's a middle part of that building that is like the elevator, but
Yeah.
there's no walls in
No
that
walls.
elevator.
It's a platform.
It's just a platform that moves up and down the building throughout the day. And that platform has food on it. And there are people that surround like the outskirts of that area where the like food comes down. Like there's just people waiting for it.
Yeah.
And it goes in levels. So the people at the top are like, how would you explain it? Like
The elites.
not even the elites. All right, so it starts with the chefs first of all.
Yeah, so it's the chefs.
Then there are the like prisoners, you would say.
Mm-hmm.
The first level of the prisoners. And they get the first level of the food. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like a
So it-
feast. It's not like
Yeah.
your meal. It's
It's
not
a
your
feast.
portion. It's a
It's a fucking feast.
on all over the table.
Yeah.
Covered
It's a
in
feast.
food.
Yeah.
Fat ass platform covered in food. So it goes down, and there are like certain rules. Like if you get on the platform or some shit, it like not if you get on it.
You can't keep food on your floor.
You
Like,
can't take the food like you gotta eat it. And if it goes, if you take it, like if you stash food, the fucking thing goes off and you start cooking. You get cooked.
Yeah, the room either gets
You feel
really
me?
hot or really cold.
Yeah, and you burn to a
So,
fucking crisp.
it's unbearable. So you can't have food.
Legitimately. It's nuts. So the fucking platform goes down, and the lower you go in the level, the fucking slimier it gets. You feel me? So,
Because there's less food.
Yeah,
So like, people
so-
need to survive.
and the fucking cycles are random.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, yeah. Each month, you get a random floor. So like one time you could be level 7.
Exactly.
Another floor you could be level
Exactly.
78.
Exactly. So you could be at the fucking bottom where there's no food, and people spit on the food, people shit on the food as it
Piss
goes
on
down,
the
bro.
food.
Motherfuckers doing crazy. Yes, bro. Motherfuckers doing
Why would you
crazy
piss
shit.
on the food? That part still doesn't make
It's
sense.
like
to me.
shit.
It's like, ah, fuck you, you're below me, pussy.
Bro, it's
Like,
prison shit. You feel me? It's a prison vibe. You feel me? It's like locked up shit. You feel me?
Will level 1 do that to level 2?
Wait, this isn't real.
Bro, no, this not real.
It's not real. Okay.
Not real at all. But you saw how
You
level
should've said
when
yeah.
they got up to the level like almost to level 6, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers
Yeah.
from level like
5, yeah.
5 put down a little rope, like ha ha ha.
No, they threw the
And
rope
when they
up.
got close, they shot on him, bro.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah.
Like they pulled him up from the rope and then like was like
Right on
let
his
him
face.
go.
Yeah, what genre is this? Is this like a comedy?
It's
It was like a
Netflix.
thriller, like, I don't even know what the fuck.
It's fucking Netflix.
There's no genre to that movie.
It's so true.
It's Netflix motherfuckers in the writing room like. Do
you know what they love?
An idea.
Okay,
That's
so
honestly with Netflix, yeah.
people love prisons. They love
Bro.
Asian people. They love like
It's Asian people in it?
there's like the.
All right,
We'll get to it. We'll get to
Let
it.
me get to it. Let me get to it. I'm gonna explain this whole shit. Cause you don't want to see this shit.
You do. You don't want to see it.
I really
But it
don't.
was just 90 minutes, so it's not the biggest waste of time.
Nah,
Maybe I'll watch like a trailer or something, but like I'm not. Yeah.
if you wanna, if my words are enticing enough, you will watch this movie,
Even if you know that.
even if you know this bullshit that I'm about to tell you. But look, so it starts off with Homeboy,
Yeah.
random guy. He shows up in the level, so you could get into this building
Dumbass.
by
guy.
an offering,
Yeah.
or if you fucked up in like a jail sentence. It's a
Yeah.
prison, or if you want to like get a degree on some
Yeah,
shit. He was there to get a fucking degree.
He went to get a degree.
Yeah, he's like, well, like he would get, because you get cycled with different people each level. You don't stay with the same person at all. So you get
No, I think you stay with the same person unless they die.
no.
Because he was with the old dude twice.
He was only with the black guy because he dipped on the thing.
No, the old dude that died. In the beginning, the old guy tried to kill him. That had him tied up. He tied him up when they switched levels.
True. They switched levels. So that's the point. You feel me? Like eventually you're gonna kill the motherfucker you on the level with or some shit.
You have to survive. Someone's gonna.
You gotta survive, bro. And like, so it got to a point to where like they both got to the super low level. Him and the main character. He started having dreams and shit. Before he knew it, he was tied up in the fucking bed, and like the old man was like, "I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna eat you."
But we'll both survive. That was his thing. He's like,
exactly.
I'm
So
gonna
he's gonna cut a little slice.
We'll both eat it.
What the fuck?
Because that was the old guy's like last month or second to last month in there. He did like a year because he killed someone on accident. He threw his TV at the window because he was mad. He was mad he bought a bad set of knives.
Yes. And he brought that set of knives.
Yeah.
Oh, so
no, he brought the super set of knives. He bought the other one. He bought 2 sets of knives back to back.
So in the thing, you can like bring a sacred item with you.
Yeah, you can bring one item. Whatever, you could be whatever.
He brought his knives.
Yeah, he brought his knives, and the main character brought his book.
Don Quixote.
Why Don Quixote?
It's fake deep.
He wanted to be. And throughout the movie,
Literally,
That's hilarious.
throughout the movie, he'd read like paragraphs from it.
it's fake deep, bro.
Bro, I mean, the reason is because like Don Quixote has like absolutely nothing to do with like anything.
It was like about the fat part. It was like the fake. Wasn't it the shit from Don Quixote? Like people were greedy or something. It was like I forgot what it was. I hated that shit.
I never read Don Quixote, but
Don
Mr.
Quixote is
Seal
also
tries
like
to
not
shoot
supposed to
that
be
shit.
like a deep book.
Yeah, it's like an art book, right?
It's
Who
kind
wrote
of like
that shit?
I forgot his name.
Picasso wrote that shit.
No, it's
No.
by Cervantes.
Shout out to Sancho.
It's kind of like a comedy.
Who
like,
did the painting Don Quixote? Picasso?
Probably Picasso.
Picasso, yeah. Or
I'm
wait, was
thinking he
Picasso?
wrote that shit
Dali.
too.
I think it was. It's
Or was
one
it
of those like
Dali?
famous guys. I think it was Picasso.
It couldn't have been Dali.
Let's check.
It could have been Dali, yeah. You know, I think it might be Dali, yeah, because he was Spanish,
Yeah.
and they're like long, right? It's like long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to what was her name?
Who?
Our teacher.
Miss Heredia?
No, that was
Picasso.
English.
Oh no, they both did
That
one.
was English.
Wait, what class you
It was
talking?
our teacher.
Bro, they
Art?
both did one.
Wait, we
That's
were in
wild.
art.
AP art. We were in different
Oh,
classes.
art history.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Ortiz.
Ortiz,
Yeah.
damn. Was I right about Dali? That's how we know if Ortiz did
Picasso?
her job.
And I think Dali did one too.
Then they both had one.
They remixed it.
Then I
Oh,
They
did
did
they're,
at the-
because they're both Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I
Oh,
forgot.
Dali's is different as fuck.
Is
This
Dali's better?
Dali's.
We probably saw both of them.
He got like a lighthouse and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I never seen this one.
Wait, go back to the Picasso one.
Which one did we see in art history?
feel
Or
me?
did we see both?
That's Dali's and this.
I
one.
feel like it might have been Picasso.
Really?
the
I don't
Picasso's is the normal one we've seen. You feel me? This one.
Oh damn.
You know?
Miss Ortiz, you let me down.
His is the main one.
Oh
know?
yeah, that's what I was. That was what I was.
That
thinking.
one.
Is this what you were thinking of? Take a
Let me
look.
see.
Yeah, this one, bro.
No, I wasn't thinking about that one.
Oh, so you're thinking about the crazy Dali
I
one?
wasn't thinking about that one.
You're thinking about the Dali one. Hold on, let me
That's
see.
kind of ass.
Oh,
Like,
some
that's
shit.
something all of us could have made.
But look at Dali's. The Dali went crazy. He's like, I'm sure Dali did this after. He's like, let me up the swag on this nigga.
Oh yeah. No, that's the one I saw. Dolly did
Yeah,
the same with that one.
okay, the windmill one.
Miss Ortiz, you did not let me down. What were you talking about before art? Damn.
Oh, I see. I see the horse
Oh,
and the nigger.
platform. We didn't finish the platform.
Oh my God, Don Quixote.
Don
Oh,
Quixote,
yeah.
yeah.
He's traveling up and down with the shit in the book, bro.
What the fuck?
And he's trying to survive with the fucking book. People
Yeah.
have like guns.
Yeah,
have
people got
swords.
shits. He didn't know what he was getting into.
He thought it was like a little 6-month stay at this
Yeah.
little
He
thing.
thought he was getting a degree.
And he's like, I'm gonna get my degree when I'm out.
Yeah.
He didn't know like he'd be fighting for his life.
It is nuts,
Okay,
bro.
this isn't a comedy.
No. There's no.
fuck?
It's serious.
And the one thing that pissed me off, they kept saying obviously throughout the entire movie.
Really?
And like that was the thing. Like the old guy would always end his sentence like obviously, and the main character started saying that too. And it was like, oh, you're gonna keep saying obviously? He's like, obviously. Like it was so fucking dumb.
It was gnarly, bro.
Or of course, whatever the fuck the word
Well, how does
was.
it end?
Oh, so he kills the guy eventually. The guy who's trying to eat him. He breaks out of the knots. Slaps
No, he doesn't kill him though. The Asian girl.
Oh, Asian girl. All right, this is the superhero.
Superhero.
She's the star.
So she
Not the
travels.
star.
Listen
She
to
never
this,
says a word.
bro.
She never says the word the whole movie.
She travels through the platform
On the
with
table.
the fucking knife, and allegedly the old guy tells him a story that she travels through looking for her kid. She had a kid on the platform, and she can't find him. Cause how many levels were there? Like
330 something.
Yeah, some dark shit. Like 330 levels. They're like 666. Fake deep, bro.
It was 333, I think.
Yeah,
I
of
could
course.
be wrong. Or it was 330. It was one of the
Some
other.
shit like that, bro. 333, bro. I remember that
Whatever
shit.
it was.
A fat tower, bro. So she's
Or it's a
traveling.
hole. It's a hole.
So she's traveling on the platform,
With a
like
knife.
not kinda with a knife, like with weapons, bro. She took
has
bro's
something.
knife.
Yeah, she took the guy's
But
knife.
she's just traveling through the shit, like fucking shit up all the time, bro. Like killing motherfuckers. Like she was killing motherfuckers in the beginning of the shit. Like she killed the motherfucker like easily, like slap. Like they saw it from up there. They were like eating at the platform, and since it's like a hole through the shit, they were just looking up. And like there's a situation where she was like threw a nigga down and like just hopped down back on the platform and chilled.
And didn't do anything to
Didn't
the main
say
character.
shit, just chilled. Like, and then that's when they tell the story where she's like, oh, she's looking for her child. So then the guy's like, oh fuck. So now since she's the only like shawty he sees on the thing, he starts having fantasies about her, dreaming about her, and that's when he gets locked up.
There's
Like, he's
is there a
fucking her
love
in this
story in
dream.
this?
No.
Okay.
Kinda.
Fake.
Fake.
Shawty
story.
dies.
Yeah.
I'ma just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
You cut a lot.
Did I?
I think. I don't know.
No, because Shawty died quick, and then they find Shawty's kid that they didn't even know really existed.
Yeah, this movie was short. You didn't cut that much.
Yeah, so look, it gets to the point to where he's like, Shawty dies, he's like, God damn it, we gotta travel the platform like Shawty. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he's traveling up and down the platform like...
You skipped the important part, though. The deep part.
You gotta tell me.
The second person he's with after the old man dies was
The
like...
Shawty? Oh, she worked in the platform.
She worked as the
Yep.
person that like came... That when applicants came to her, she would like interview them.
Yeah, and
then
he came to her.
He came to her.
Okay.
And she...
And he was like, she was like, I know you. He's like, what the fuck?
Greg On, whatever the fuck his name was. She didn't know how bad it was down there. She only signed up because she had like terminal cancer or something, and she didn't have a family. So she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna die with this. I might as well just like die here, like fuck it. And she didn't know like people were like dying.
Yeah.
And she had like the socialism aspect of the movie where she was like, if we all just ration it from the top all the way to the bottom, there's plenty enough food for everybody.
Yeah, that.
And then the other guy was like, you know, people were never gonna do that. And then every day for that month, she would like yell at the person below them, like ration it. And they would never listen.
Yeah.
And then when she dies, this guy's like, that's what we gotta do. We gotta ration it. But we gotta like force them to ration
It was
it.
the dumbest shit ever.
So him and this black guy that got shit on, the black guy that got shit on, the black guy wanted to go to the top.
The black guy brought his rope as his thing.
Yeah, he brought his rope as his item, and he wanted
That's
to
kind
go.
of deep looking back.
It's kind of deep, yeah. That's what I thought it was for. I thought he wanted to kill himself with it,
That's deep.
but he wanted to get to.
He said, oh shit.
Yeah.
He wanted to get to the top, and they got to the 6th floor. So they're 5 floors or 6 floors away from the top floor. So they were like, if the person ahead of us lets us come up, we can eventually sneak our way to the top in 30 days. And he gets shit on, they come back down.
Yeah, with the rope.
Yeah, the rope's gone, rope's out of the picture, rope falls. It falls all the way down to the bottom of the hole, it's gone. And
So
then
was that whole like side plot kind of for nothing?
and the
shit on
side plot. Wait,
Or
which
him
one?
trying to climb up?
It's
Nah.
done as soon as, and then it starts this plot.
It's symbolic of someone trying to get to the top
Yeah.
and getting shit on. You feel
Yeah.
me?
And they won't let you
It's
up.
just like,
Okay.
it's very simple.
Yeah.
Okay, got
It's like, oh, I'm trying to get to the top. Oh, I'm getting shit on.
it. And they just,
Literally
and they're
getting
just like, oh, you can't get to the top.
Bro, no, they were talking shit. They're like, ah, you can't get to the top. LOL.
And he's
Get
just
shit
like, and
on.
He's just like, fuck it.
He's
and
crying
no-
at the
like,
bottom, bro. He's
Yeah.
like,
There's no rope now. He
Yeah.
can't actually get to the top now.
Bro, he almost died because they let him go. There's no platform now. So he had to grab onto the thing, and homie had to save him. Like, oh, he's like, and he's like, he gets helped up there with shit on him. He's like, oh, there's shit on me.
Honestly, if there's shit on your face and you're falling to your death, I might not grab you, Khalif. That's a risk. What if I hit you? What if I stiff arm your shitty face?
Hell nah, you're grabbing me.
Maybe.
You know
It
it.
depends where the shit is.
On my hands.
If you have shit on your hands, it's
It's like,
difficult. It's difficult.
That's nasty.
So they can't go up anymore. So they're like, yo, we gotta go to the bottom
Mhm.
and force these people to fucking ration it.
Yep.
And they get this little cake. How did that guy know what the cake was for?
He was like, this is a symbol. Now
Yeah.
this is where I got lost as fuck.
It's like, this is the message right here. And it's a cupcake.
The
It's like
panna cotta is the message.
The panna cotta is the message.
Bro, it's like brainwashing. It's like, all right, what I saw it as is like levels of hell for real. It's like it gets to a point to where it's like you search for some sort of fucking savior that's gonna fucking save you from all this prison. Like it's like the panna cotta could be religion, the panna cotta could be fucking love, it could be anything that you just grab onto, you feel me? But it's like the panna cotta is the message, you feel me? It's like very simple, but it's like fake deep, fake symbolic, you know? So like they find the dessert and they're like, oh no, the thing was if the dessert gets to the top untouched, that's the thing. They were trying to get they were beating motherfuckers up, literally killing people.
Killing people.
So no one touches the panna cotta. They're like, don't touch the panna cotta, bro. It's the message. If it gets to the top, they'll be like, oh shit, it's over. The prison is done. What's the point?
Yeah.
The panna cotta got to the top, but it's like, that makes no fucking sense. So it got to the point to where the panna cotta, what happened, bro?
So the panna cotta almost like gives them like hope or some shit.
Yeah.
They go to
And,
like they go to the bottom floor, and the administration lady said this lady you're talking about, she's an actress.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to be Marilyn Monroe. Like she doesn't have a kid. Everything she's telling you is a lie. Like she's probably playing a role right now, saying she has a kid, and she's like she's psycho. So like she probably just thinks she has a kid. They get to like the bottom
about
floor.
the Asian lady?
The Asian lady, yeah.
Yeah.
They get to like the bottom floor, and the kid is hiding underneath like a little like
The bottom,
like the last floor. And then they're like, yo, give him food. There's no food to give him. Her kid, yeah.
Yep.
They're like, give him the food. There's no food to give him because they're at the bottom floor. All the
They
food's
give
gone.
him the panna cotta.
And the black guy's like,
Wait, is this supposed to be like a heartwarming moment or some shit? Or like
Not really.
No.
It's supposed to be symbolic.
'Cause
but
they
it was hard
realized-
to understand why.
they realize then the kid's the message, not the panna cotta. And I don't get how that made sense. The panna cotta, like, is the kid Jesus then?
Look,
Like, isn't the
the
kid the
just gives
creature
them
then?
like
I
hope.
think the fact that the kid, look, I'm sure there's some deepness to like the fact that the kid survived through the circumstances of being born in that shit, or like you know, and then him being sent up to be like, there was a kid here, motherfucker, and that's what Shawty said. Shawty said there was no kid supposed to be there.
Yeah, under 16.
Wait, is that the
no,
end
under
of the movie?
16s. Yeah, that's the end
No,
of the
no,
movie.
look.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
my
this
bad,
is
my
the
bad,
end
my
of
bad.
the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, this is the end of the
Look
movie.
at this.
Yeah,
They get to the bottom, they feed the kid the platter,
Panna cotta.
the kid's on the platform.
This is so stupid.
Out of nowhere it goes. Wait, doesn't it go all the way, sink to the bottom?
It sinks all the way to the bottom.
It sinks to the bottom to
Basement,
where it's empty.
like type shit. Just all pitch black.
Nothingness.
And the main
And
character.
the kid is eating the panna cotta still?
No, he ate the panna cotta. Panna cotta
Ate
is
the panna cotta.
eating.
Get you loud. Anyway, he's eating the panna cotta. He's at the bottom of hell probably. And he consumes the panna cotta. And he
Main
lays
character-
down or some shit, right?
The main character sees the old dude. And he just leaves
Oh
the
no.
platform.
The main character was seeing the old dude the whole movie.
Yeah, whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like the first guy he kind of killed.
Yeah.
He was just seeing him because like
'Cause he ate
it
him.
was eating his psyche. He ate him?
Yeah, he ate a part of him.
I don't remember that. He
The
ate a
Asian,
part of
the
him.
Asian lady fed him a part of like his liver or something.
Yeah. He ended up being the old dude. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, he popped up in his dreams on some shit like, I'm a part of you forever.
He's like, you consumed me, so I'm with you forever now. And I think he ate the lady. He also ate the lady that died.
Bro.
So he was also like with her, I think.
But now look,
Wait, the Asian woman or?
No, the administration
the
lady.
Asian woman like died before him on some shit. He was like, he was sad.
When they were making their way down to the bottom, they saw the Asian lady dead. And then he was like, oh, fuck. Oh, the ending. My bad.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So they get to the bottom of the basement. And I don't remember if the kid was laying down or some shit.
The kid was laying down on the platform.
Yeah.
And when the platform goes down, it goes slowly down.
Yeah.
But when it goes up, it goes like 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I'm
on some disgusting shit.
Yeah.
Hyperbole
like,
shit.
Why the fuck did you do this?
Hyperbole 1,000, but it actually looks like 1,000.
Just on top of everything else.
And
Just
mind
at
you,
the end, bro, because the whole movie was kind of chill. You couldn't. There was no
chill.
CGI at all.
the only CGI was the platform.
The only CGI was the platform, but it looked so real.
Because it would just go down slowly.
Yeah, it looked real.
And then in the end, it's just shit CGI.
Yes.
Because on the table,
They just had to put that in
They
there.
had to ruin the whole shit out of nowhere at the very last 3 minutes, bro. The last 3
30
minutes,
seconds, dude.
Bro, the whole movie was good until the last 3 minutes, and then I'm like, wait, what the? Whoa! What just happened? I felt like if they would have ended it in a more brash way, you feel me? Like, Slat just died falling down the platform. Like, that would have been way better than him fucking sending the kid
reaching.
up a million. Yeah, him, bro. Even homie getting poofed on and like dying down the fucking shit would have been better than like sending the kid up with the panna cotta.
No, but dude, he needed the muscles behind him to get to the bottom. He couldn't do it by himself. That guy was kind of a pussy.
But that's the thing. People glorify the bottom more than the top. Motherfuckers was jumping from the top, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they'd go crazy because they had everything.
Right.
There was nothing like to
Wait,
look
so is
forward
this
to.
wait, is that where it ends?
Dude, it ends.
The kid shooting up in the with
Yeah.
the fucking nothing.
Nothing happens after that. You just see him shooting up, and
There was a scene with the chefs where they were like,
Wait, so,
and that was it.
is this movie supposed to be like symbolic?
because they
or
found a
something?
hair.
Yes,
Like, is it
bro.
supposed to be symbolic of like capitalism? Or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Think of the platform,
Yeah,
ups
yeah.
and downs, the top, the bottom, bro. Motherfuckers killing themselves from the top.
You get greedy at the
You feel
top.
me?
You
So
want
it's
everything
supposed
for
to be about
yourself.
capitalism and like,
Yeah.
but it's like fake. It's like
Yes!
executed really poorly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very poorly.
Bro, like just everything Netflix makes is so cringe, you know?
Yeah, now that shit was the most cringy Netflix shit I've seen.
It was like an interesting concept, and then it's
But
like
it was just-
They
It was just
they
horribly-
fumbled it.
They
it was,
fumbled
like,
it
horribly
horribly.
executed.
Yeah, they fumbled it.
Bro, because think about it. When we told you in the beginning, it probably sounded good, but like, with time, it just like went down and down and down and down.
Like literally, when it went down, it got down. Like
it's like, why did they even do this?
if the old guy survived, like if it was about the old guy fucking
The
somehow
old guy was
surviving,
better than the whole shit.
But wouldn't that be a more interesting perspective? Like this guy threw his TV out the window because he bought a shitty set of
Bro.
knives and killed someone.
When
So
the
then-
old guy died, that whole shit died. The
Whole
whole
shit
movie
died.
died. I swear to God.
Because the old guy was like, I have a year in here. I've done like 10 months already. I have like 2 more months left. I need to survive. I need to get out of here.
Bro.
So he was willing to do whatever he had to do to survive. He ate someone like the month
Look,
prior.
That's probably why they fucking kept him alive in the afterlife on some shit.
Wait,
he was
he
the
just
star.
he wanted to spend his like last 2 months out of the thing or whatever. Out of
No,
the,
he had 2 months
No,
left out of his
and-
year, and then his sentence would be over with. It's like he never even killed someone.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that he was almost done. And
He was
just,
almost
like,
done,
so he
yeah.
was just going hard. And he's old though.
He was old. He was in his 70s, 75 probably. And he was like a fat, short dude.
Yeah.
So he had his knife though. And the thing about
Best.
the knife, the more you use the knife, the sharper it got.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh no.
That was like the selling point of the knife. And he's like, it's true. Like,
And they played the commercial.
Yeah, they played the commercial.
That was when it was good, bro. It
That
was like,
was good, yeah.
it was on some Black Mirror shit in a way. I was like, oh, this creative. Like,
This old guy's gonna be murdering
Wait, so
people.
do you think this was kind of like trying to do like a Black Mirror type thing, but like make a movie out of it?
No.
With prison, I think it was like
Yeah.
let's take. It was like a
Because
Black
remember
Mirror
there was
type
also
beat.
Black Mirror prison episode. Do you remember the Black Mirror prison episode?
I don't remember.
Okay, so there were like, I feel like there were two. There was one where like it was a Black Mirror prison, and like
Black Mirror type beat. I can't believe you.
there are a lot of Black Mirror episodes about prison actually.
I
The
didn't
more
watch all of
recent
them.
one was remember where the guy gets like the electric chair like over and over again.
I think you told me about it and I didn't watch it.
I've seen so many Black
And
Mirror
there's also the
episodes
one that
shit
like
made me
I forgot what the
depressed.
whole thing was about. It was like prison where they, but with some sort of, it was honestly kind of like the platform. Like when you go to prison, you had to go through this like virtual reality thing or something like that,
Sounds
where you
stupid.
relive. It was really stupid. No, it was stupid. But
Well, no,
basically,
Black Mirror
but
be
what I'm
doing
saying is
shit,
basically
though.
it sounds like the platform made like that like kind of concept into like a movie, but like even like more like absurd.
All I'm saying is, would you see this movie?
Are you talking about the one with the black guy
Fuck no.
from Get Out? You seen that one when he was a prisoner and the shawty turned into a hoe? You seen that?
No.
That shit is so symbolic to the OnlyFans culture.
Wait, he was wait, I'm trying to think. He was. I feel
Black
like
guy,
I have. Yeah.
Black guy from Get Out. He was in like a
Oh.
prison, and he was fucking with a shorty. He's like, damn, I'm gonna give you some of this food. I'm gonna give you some of this.
When that was the one where he was on the treadmill, right?
He was on the
He was
treadmill.
on the
They worked
treadmill.
every day,
Oh yeah.
and like,
and he went on
shorty
some
turned
show.
into like selling her image for guala, just for a higher status. You feel me?
It's like OnlyFans, just like it's like this like influencer. shit,
That's something I
too.
want to talk about too, dude.
He becomes a porn star then.
A porn star?
Yeah, remember that?
He didn't. No, he became like angry.
No, the girl did.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
became a
she
porn
became-
star.
yeah.
And he became famous for being angry about that shit.
Yeah. So it's kind of like this like influencer shit or like.
Yes,
this, like,
sir.
Yeah. But no, there was this other one where like it was a prison and they had to go through this like virtual reality where like they relive
that scenario.
like the person they like. I don't. It was so stupid.
They
I don't
killed.
even remember. Yeah, was that? Yeah, maybe.
That's
they
kind
relived
of
the person.
wild. You really
But bro,
like
it's just like
You
it's
relive
the same
kill-
thing where it's
no,
like
no, it wasn't even you killed the crime, because there was remember it was a shawty who recorded a crime, right? And like
so.
So
they
it's like
kept
citizen?
chasing her and chasing her, so she got sent to jail for like recording someone who got killed. So someone was getting killed, like beat the fuck up or like some shit like that, and she recorded it, like but as a bystander. So in her prison, they put in her mind someone that kept like that
Beating
situation
her up?
again and again and again and again and again.
They're
for
beating
eternity.
her up.
Nah, it was her exact situation.
She was recording it happening, or she was the person getting beat up in the virtual reality.
Nah, it was like the same people just chasing her around type shit.
yeah, people were chasing her. I forgot why they were chasing her.
It didn't make any sense.
So she was.
I hated
again.
that
It was
episode.
like very poorly executed. Like the platform. It's like
It was one of
kind
the
of
worst.
cool, but just horribly executed.
It was one of the worst
Yo, what
Black
about
Mirror
have
episodes.
either of you seen the Black Mirror episode with like the two guys who play video games and shit? And, like,
That
there's-
gay ass
I've
one?
heard, I've heard that's horrible. I haven't seen it, but like,
Bro, that
people-
was the gayest shit I ever seen because I didn't know what I was watching when
Yeah,
I was
bro, like,
watching it, bro.
What
Like,
happens?
It was the gayest shit ever. Look.
You need to hear this
What
shit.
happens?
So
I-
two
I
niggas
just-
playing video games together. They went to high school together. They was cool as fuck throughout high school. Bro, one of them gets married. They stay cool. He's like, yo, let me hook you up with this VR game headset, bro. It's fire. It's this new shit, bro. So he gets the headset, bro. He puts it in his crib. And bro, motherfucking, it gets to a point to where it's like they playing video games. He's like, all right, let's play this game. Let's play this game. All right, now let's play this game. They play Mortal Kombat. One of them's a boy character. One of them's a girl character. They're also like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I know what you're talking about.
And they fucking start fucking,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what the fuck is happening? So it gets to the point they keep doing this shit. They get addicted to that shit, bro. They keep getting addicted to that shit. And fucking, it gets to the point to where it's like, what we gonna do about this? But they're in like the video game world constantly, bro. They don't even see each other in real life. They ain't seen each other in years, bro. But they're
When I heard this, I'm like I did, yeah.
Bro.
Like, is this what Black Mirror's become? Like that's because like I hadn't, I'd only seen like the
no.
first two seasons. I'm like, I
Nah.
can't believe this.
You
like,
didn't see the
direction.
first few seasons?
No. Like at the time I heard about this, I saw like all the first two seasons, and like I didn't see like third or whatever. I don't know. Was this is fourth, right? I didn't see third, and they're like, yeah, this is like how the fourth season started.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, this is what the show's like evolved to
They're
in like a
fucking
year.
tripping, bro, on this one, bro. Look, they're just trying to conform to whatever the fuck. But look, my guy was also like, they're motherfucking in this whole shit. Damn. They're motherfucking in this whole shit. And like, they keep doing the shit. And like, the wife is getting suspicious. She knows he's cheating.
Right.
But she can't really figure out who the fuck, like, what the fuck is going on, bro. So, she never figures it out, for real. At no point does she figure it out. But, like, it gets to the point to where they're, like, conflicted in real life. They're like, motherfucker, this is conflicting my marriage. Like, stop this shit. We gotta stop doing this shit. And they meet up in real life, and they're like, is this for real, bro? It's two black guys, bro. He's like, is this for real? Are we doing this, bro?
fuck?
And he's like, kiss me right now, man. Kiss me.
What the fuck? Bro, are you hearing this shit?
Yeah, I'm listening. This is disgusting.
He's like, do it. It's fucking raining. All that such shit, bro. He's like, do it, man. Do it. He's like, nah. They start fucking fighting, bro. They literally start fighting, bro. It's like, They're fucking throwing hands in the rain. Someone comes and is like, stop, stop, stop. They stop. The movie goes on. They separate for a moment. But the movie ends with them back in the fucking video game world. Like, ha ha ha. Let's fight.
What the fuck?
Disgusting.
Bro, so, wait, what's happening with the podcast?
No, I'm still going.
No, I'm saying what's happening with the, like, are you just changing the angle? Or?
No, my dumbass had airplane mode off still. So if someone called me, it would have been.
Oh, got it.
Well, no, bro. That shit.
And then I had the brightness down so I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Bro,
like,
so hear this out. So about this episode, like my friend who first told me about it, like he's like, yeah, it was like really bad. I'm like, so what do you say it was like the worst Black Mirror episode so far? And he's like, bro, this is the worst episode of television that I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, fuck, like this show Black Mirror's devolved fast. Like it's like,
because I it also had some good episodes that season.
It does,
like,
yeah.
Do they have the same writers? They bring in new
different writers
bro,
every
like,
single episode.
Bro, I think what they started doing.
No one could have like that many.
It's like
good
Twilight
ideas.
Zone.
No, bro. So what I heard they started doing is like I think starting in that season they started getting like student writers.
Oh, okay.
So like, oh, we want to like give like student writers a chance or something like that. So they
Quality.
started hiring like student writers for like each and a different student writer for each like.
But that's when they had the Miley Cyrus episode. That's where they had the dude on acid jump off a building and then come back to life and then jump off that building again.
Bro, that was like a what the fuck?
stupid.
The VR episode. You didn't see that?
No, that
one?
was the one with the you choose the adventure, right?
I didn't see that one.
Bro, that was
I ended up taking acid twice and jumping off a building.
Same ending 2 times.
I'm like, what the fuck? Why does this keep happening?
That was another thing where it was like, bro, it was kind of a good idea. Bro, it was kind of a good idea. Bro, that was the thing where it was kind of a good idea, but just executed horribly. Like it was like again, you choose your adventure, and then bro, you do certain things and it goes back. It's like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I ended up having to rewatch the same scene like 3 times.
Exactly.
Like, bro, the dumbest thing about it is like, you know, you like choose your adventure, you choose your path. But sometimes, like, when there are 2 choices, one of them just like the wrong choice, so it just forces you to do the other choice.
Yeah.
So like, I would do like the wrong.
Jumping off a building, bro.
So like, I would choose like the wrong choice, and then it goes back like 10 minutes and asks you again, but replays like a scene, and then it's like, what? I'm like, no, like I want that choice, and then it goes back. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, why even make it like a choose your own adventure thing at that point?
So it's really like 2 paths you could take. Yep. Nah.
But they all basically end, bro. But none
end
of
the same way. It ends differently, right?
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh.
It all basically ends in like the dumbest way possible. None of the endings were good. Like it's like you would have been better off with one good ending than just like 4 different like shit endings.
That's a good ending?
That was the best ending because after that point it's like, what's going on now? After that it went bad.
It got on late. Oh.
No, it's lit. It's lit. But nah, bro, that episode.
Wait, so this the platform. So has this been doing well?
I think so. No, it's doing well now.
Of course it's fucking
doing well now.
Of course
now
it's
doing well.
doing well.
Everything, because of quarantine, everything's doing well right now.
It's so true.
Bro, I saw that shit.
It's just lower standards.
Oh, everything is shit on Netflix. I can't even look at the trending without being like, I can't watch any of this.
Bro, did you guys watch that like Space Force show?
I tried.
I can't
It
watch
was
that
so
shit.
bad, man.
I can't watch that shit. Why is it number 1 trending 24/7?
Well, it's because it's Steve Carell.
I can't take Steve Carell.
And I think people are just
Steve
like,
Carell, is it
people just
funny?
like the idea of just-
Steve Carell,
What?
is it funny?
They have a
I'll
good
say that
cast.
shit.
Bro, I think that I agree with that, but I think The Office is funny. I think he's funny in The Office.
It's funny.
The Office is funny. Steve Carell isn't funny.
I would say, in my opinion, honest opinion, I would say Steve Carell is funnier than Jerry Seinfeld.
Bro.
Steve Carell is not funnier than Jerry Seinfeld in heaven or hell.
In my opinion, Seinfeld
Or
is
any
not
star
funny.
or any planet.
No, what?
Everyone else is funny, not Seinfeld.
Bro, but Seinfeld's like behind it all. He's like the
Seinfeld is
mastermind,
funnier than
you know?
all them niggas, bro.
Was
Come
it because of what
on.
Seinfeld made them say, or was it because like their character in
Seinfeld
general?
is
What?
funnier than all these niggas, bro.
Fuck
Okay, well,
Seinfeld,
actually, the real
Stop playing with
mastermind is Larry
Seinfeld,
David.
bro.
You know Larry? Do you think Larry David's funny?
Yes, I think
All
he's
right,
hilarious.
Seinfeld is funny, bro.
I think he's hilarious.
Larry David.
I don't think Seinfeld's hilarious. I think Larry David's hilarious.
Whoa, was Larry David behind The Office?
No.
Was Larry David behind what's that show you like?
I like 5 shows.
I don't like that one Larry David show, but I like Seinfeld. Seinfeld is funny.
We're talking about Curb? I feel like you'd love Curb too.
I don't like Curb. I like Seinfeld. Seinfeld. Bro, Kramer said the N-word, and I'm still rocking with this shit.
Really? Oh, he did have like that bar, right?
Wasn't that here? Wasn't that at the Haha or something?
It was. That wasn't like 04, 03.
Bro, the real funny guy in Seinfeld was George, though.
George
is funny. He's just like
George.
Bro, the thing is there were no like sitcoms like that at like the time. You know, like at the time, like every sitcom like had a lesson, or it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what year was Seinfeld?
Friends.
Seinfeld was after.
Like
I mean, Friends was after.
What we had then?
Friends was like
late 90s, early 2000s.
It started later, but like they're both 90s. Yeah.
They overlapped for sure at some point. Yeah.
Seinfeld started in '89 to like '97. So
That's crazy.
But like, bro, at the time, think about like Full House and that like cringe shit.
Ew, no.
Like, remember like
Full House,
lesson
bro,
at
stop
the
it.
end, like.
But Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was mid 90s, right? Early
Fuck
90s.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
But Lawrence is probably right after. Martin was probably after.
Bro, Fresh Prince was
good.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that era had a lot of shit.
What show?
Martin was probably right after.
Martin?
You gotta watch
Lawrence's
Martin.
show.
I feel like you have to watch Martin.
I don't really like Martin that
Wait,
much.
who's the star?
Martin Lawrence.
Really?
You ever seen Martin? Bro, Martin is his peak. I can't lie. That was when he was funniest. Because that was when he was
like people know
able to just be funny by himself, you know?
Like people
he was on this shit with Will Smith.
With Bad Boys. That's what
you seen Bad Boys?
Bad Boys. I think
With Will Smith?
Yeah.
Like people
the funny character in it that wasn't Will Smith.
Like people that only know Martin Lawrence because of Bad Boys probably don't think he's that funny.
That's fucked up. Because think about if Donkey was Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. No, Eddie Murphy is perfect for that though. Because he could do like voices and shit.
Donkey was Martin Lawrence.
No, there could have been no.
Bro, what about?
I actually can't. Now that I think about it, I actually can't imagine Donkey.
Bro, what if Donkey was what's his name? Chris
Rock?
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker might be able to do it.
He might be able to do it.
Chris Tucker, he might be the only other person that could do it. Cat Williams would be a weird Donkey.
The thing about Chris Tucker would be like a totally different vibe.
But it'd be a great vibe.
But it would work. It would be a good vibe.
It'd be a great vibe.
Like it would be Donkey would be a different character.
Man. Just like kick someone. I don't know.
Bro, Chris Tucker, Rush Hour. That's peak comedy. That's when black people started getting accepted for real. Let's be honest.
All right, do we have to rank the Rush Hours?
Bro, I see that, man.
Dead ass.
Which Rush Hour is number one to you in your heart of hearts?
They're all one for me, folks.
Really?
I've only seen 3, but it was
3 was kind of ass.
Bro, but it was good for a third movie in a series. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A third movie is usually like horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this was good for a third movie.
Yeah. Rush Hour 2 that might be peak though.
Bruh.
That might be peak, dude.
You want to know some crazy shit?
When I was like 4, dude, or 6, whatever the fuck, I don't know. How old were we?
Bro, my dad went to China for the first time ever on that shit, cutting Chris Tucker's hair, bro.
That is insanity.
Right, bro?
Dude, that's like a cultural.
He told me that shit one day. He's like, yeah, bro.
Yo, so one time.
Wait, so you said your dad, he cut hair for Death Row 2, right? Bro, so he met like Tupac, he met like Snoop, Dre, like Suge Knight, all those guys?
Yeah, all that shit.
Yo, so I don't know if you guys have like heard of this, but I've seen these videos online about like where Suge Knight like accuses Dr. Dre of being gay. You think that's true or not?
I haven't seen that.
Yo, you need to see this one video.
I've thought about this.
Yeah.
If you hit women, you're gay, bro.
I was gonna say we know Suge Knight had booty goons.
Had what?
He had gay guys that are willing to rape other men.
Who said that?
Really?
Ray J?
Well, I think that's
Ray J said that.
A lot of people said that.
Ray J said that word for word.
Ray J said he has booty goons too. And who do you think Ray J learned that from?
His
Suge.
uncle.
Learned that from Snoop. Snoop learned it from Suge.
His uncle is Suge.
So Suge.
Legitimately though.
Where do you think he learned it from? Because he was Death Row, right? At the very start.
Who?
Ray J?
Yeah. I think he was, and he was like.
I think he's literally just related to Suge.
But I think he actually was like around them all the time.
Yeah, that's
well,
the
like
thing.
as
He
a
was
kid.
Yeah. He wasn't signed, but he was just like related to Suge, so he was there.
So is wait, who's that guy who's like Snoop Dogg's protege?
Snoop Dogg is.
Lil Bow Wow, right?
No, that was bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, wait, did you guys see the thing where like he pretended
bullshit.
he was on the plane?
Exactly.
Right?
Bro, look. He pretended he was in the beginning of Death Row.
Really?
You didn't see that?
Oh, he did?
Bro, look, he posted a... It's the funniest
This guy's a fucking fraud, huh?
Bro, one day he's a fucking fraud, bro. One day he was just like posted on Instagram. It was like a National Death Row Day or some shit, bro. He's like, proud to be a part of the lineup. Bro, he photoshopped himself with all the legends.
But he was on Death Row. right?
Yeah, he kind of was.
He was.
But he wasn't in that photo. He had to be photoshopped
I think
into
he
that
was
shit.
in it like at the end when like everybody left. You know what I'm saying? Like when like Dre left and like Tupac was dead. Like he was on it then.
He wasn't really there. But he was like, he was in it, but he was like, he had to Photoshop himself.
But he was like 6, right?
You know?
He was like 6.
Yeah.
Look, bro.
No, what I'm saying
He
though
was
is like
there.
if he was on
He had to
anything,
Photoshop.
if
He
he
was
was
there.
involved. Bro,
That
I'm saying
photo
is
didn't
if he was
exist, is what I'm
involved,
saying.
He was involved in like Death Row is on the decline after like Dre left, Tupac died.
But
like,
you had Bow Wow. You're not really on that much of a decline.
Bro, Bow Wow was
crazy. Bow Wow was so
Bow
much
Wow
money.
was really Death Row, bro. 04, 03, 09.
when he was like
I don't know.
when he was
I
like
don't know.
6.
Come on, bro.
He was like a kid when he was on it.
I heard
Dude,
it. All right, you're
those-
right. You're
those
right.
are
I heard
good
his story. I
Death
heard
Row,
his story. Look, this is what happened. So look, cause I'm like really like versed in hip hop history.
Yeah.
What? Oh, verse. I thought you said first. My bad.
And first.
Yeah.
But look,
I don't know what that means.
I had to stand up for that one. But no, Bow Wow, look, this is what happened with Bow Wow, bro. Snoop Dogg was having a show. Bow Wow's mom had him on his shoulders. Bow Wow, bro.
bro.
Like,
His
yo,
reality
yo,
show.
yo,
reality
yo.
show.
No, bro,
way
a
before.
performance. A performance,
okay.
bro. Like a show, bro. Snoop Dogg is like, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
Right.
Bow Wow's mom is at the show with Bow Wow on her shoulders, like, Bow Wow's like, yeah, let me get on the stage. He's like, yo, come up. And like, little Bow Wow literally raps, bro. He's like, comes backstage, like, yo, your name is like Snoop Dogg literally gives him his name, bro. He's like, your name is Lil Bow Wow.
Wow.
Like, you next up. And that was the point.
At like 6 years old.
At 6 years old.
Is he? Do you guys
That's
think
so
like
sick.
I've never listened to his music? Is this stuff good or no?
Bro, when I was young, bro, when I was like,
You think it was gospel for you?
that shit was gospel for me.
Wow.
Bro, look at me, bro. A young black man, 3, 4, 5 years old.
You just see Lil Bow Wow.
There's an 8-year-old rapping. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy.
So is he kind of like Crisscross at the time?
But he was
Hell
younger
no,
than
he was top, bro. Crisscross. I don't know if he was like Crisscross at all, bro.
Because they were more of
He
a
was his
gimmick,
own
I feel.
thing.
Bro, I respect Crisscross though.
I don't respect them.
I
They
don't
just
respect-
danced.
Yeah, bro. I
They
think
did-
they had
they weren't
voiceovers,
rapping?
right?
They just had
Wait,
they didn't
what?
write. They didn't
Yeah.
write.
So like you're saying the song Jump?
They didn't write that. I'm pretty sure. Didn't JD write that? One of those super producers. Jermaine Dupri, I think, wrote that. One of
Is
like
he
the
the one
super
that also
producers
did
wrote
like?
Jermaine Dupri did Bow Wow.
Wait, what's his
too?
rapper name?
that. I had no idea.
Wait,
Jermaine Dupri did Bow Wow, bro.
Jermaine
I had no
Dupri's,
idea.
what's
He did both of them.
And he did, yeah, he did
What's
both of them.
Jermaine Dupri's like stage name or producer name?
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah. Or JD. Some like random people.
Oh,
say
JD. Yeah.
JD, in a place
yeah.
to see.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
y'all
also-
know what it is. That
He
was a
also wait, he
gross
produced
era.
like
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Didn't
That
he
era is so
produce-
nostalgic. I fuck with it.
That is a
Wait, he produced like
nasty era.
Yo, Sheen, is he
Dude.
the guy that he produced like the Brat?
So
like, some of Biggie's
so
stuff?
deaf. Yeah,
Possible.
so deaf. So deaf. So deaf.
So
yeah.
deaf, right? And he produced. What's that song called? That was like big a couple of years back. That was from the '90s. Like at night I think of you.
I think
that
he
one.
fake produced them. First of all, let's be real.
You think he was just like?
There's
yeah.
zero footage of him ever touching a beat
my
thing
boo,
or
bro,
anything.
My boo. He like I don't know if he produced or he fake produced, like executive producer.
Damn,
but I
wait.
think
that-
No, you
exactly.
you
It
hurt,
was
you
on
hurt
So
my
Deaf,
feelings
yeah.
right now.
Are you serious?
No, I'm thinking like.
You think Jermaine Dupri made
No,
beats?
no. I'm saying like, what did he actually do?
Jermaine Dupri didn't make beats.
What do you think he was
Jermaine
doing?
Dupri didn't make beats.
What do
I
you
don't
think
think
he
he
was
did. I think I need to find out.
What do you think he was doing? I think he was for sure writing some songs. For sure writing some songs.
Shit like that. I
Probably
think he was
had
the
a-
first DJ Khaled, bro.
Probably had a producer with
I
him.
think he was the first DJ Khaled.
I think he
bro.
wrote a lot of these songs though. I think he actually wrote a lot
I
of
don't
these
think he
songs.
wrote these songs. I don't think he wrote them.
I've seen him talking shit before, and he was like, "Yeah, I wrote that."
Y'all know what it is, So
wrote
Deaf.
that.
That's like DJ Khaled.
They're like, "Yo, I wrote that too."
Bro,
DJ Khaled never says.
Even
he
as a
writes,
jit, I'm like, he didn't make these beats.
but DJ Khaled never says he writes these songs. He's
All
like,
right, he
he's
might
like,
have
"Yo,
wrote
I-"
songs.
I think JD wrote songs.
He might have wrote songs. That's probably what covers him as like not being a producer. You know?
You're saying
Maybe.
You're basically saying he was more of like an executive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like
I can see
Dr.
that
Dre
too.
even,
Yeah,
bro.
Dr. Dre even.
Because that was that era where you don't really make beats. You just like, yeah.
It's your name you just put on it.
Eminem, get on this.
Bro,
man.
Dr. Dre didn't produce like shit. you know?
Yeah,
Like,
Scott
like-
Storch produced a lot of that.
And like, bro, the stuff that he did produce, like back in the day, like NWA, like is not that good.
exactly.
And the good ones were produced from what I hear by like DJ Yella or like
Scott Storch.
or Or
No,
one of
Scott
these
Storch was
other
an
guys?
NWA.
Huh?
He was an NWA.
I'm just saying all the good
Oh
beats
wait,
that
yeah,
I
so
thought
you guys, I was
Dr.
talking
Dre
about how
made
like
Scott
Dr.
Storch
Dre,
made.
like Suge Knight said he's gay,
Yeah.
and like there's this video you gotta see online where like
lighter.
Suge Knight's talking about
I
it,
lost the lighter.
and it's
Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Wait, what?
so Suge Knight's talking about it in this interview, and he's like he says that like one day, like back in the day, like back when like Khalif's dad was cutting hair, 90s, at Death Row, like they're like playing cards, like all these guys like Suge Knight, Tupac, Dre, and all these guys were talking, playing cards, and Tupac's like, I'm tired of just sitting around here, hanging out, playing cards, when people ain't being real about being gay at this table. And then like everybody's just like, what? And then he's like, Dre, you's a faggot.
I believe that too.
And then like
I'm seeing this
and
in
then,
my
like-
head. I'm like, yeah, this is real.
That's why they kind of
and
beat
then like
bro.
they're like, and everybody's like, yo, like what are you talking about? And he's like,
I see the way you look
he's
at
like,
me.
whoa, yo, it gets crazier. And then he's like, he's like, yeah, like I don't feel comfortable sitting with you, man, when you're pounding guys in the ass.
Wow.
And then Dre's like, bro, like you're a fool. You don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. Like, like why would I be pounding guys in the ass? Like I could do that to girls. He's like, I'm gay because I like getting pounded in the ass.
Tupac said that?
No, Dre.
Oh.
And Tupac's like, what the fuck? Like, get out of here, man. So, I don't know. That's literally exactly how he worded it. And I'm just like wow. Like,
What if
that's a pretty
Dre's
bold...
master troll?
What?
What if Dre's the master troll?
What do you mean?
What if he said it to fuck with Tupac?
I don't think he was hanging out with Eminem at that point, bro.
I don't
What
know.
if Dre was like the opposite of homophobic and he was like, I want to change the stigma, and he was really just ahead of his time. He was like, I'm gonna just tell them, the toughest people around, I'm getting fucked in the ass, just so they could change their perspective a little bit,
So you're saying he was like kind of like he was trying to like...
change their mind on something.
So you're saying he was like a social liberal...
Yeah.
He was like a progressive social
Yeah.
Like Jeffree Star.
But Jeffree Star is not in like a gang affiliated rap group. But yes, imagine if Jeffree Star was like
Where
hanging
was
around.
NWA gang affiliated?
Suge Knight was.
That's not NWA.
You get what I'm saying. After that though, I meant to say Death Row, but I'm fucked.
Death Row, bro. Look, I was in Death Row.
That'd be crazy if fucking K-Man got signed to Death Row, and then we're like, yo, he's the new Tupac. We could just say that wherever you go. Yo, it's the new
No one can
Tupac.
stop me from bringing the West Coast back.
Honestly,
Bro, we need to bring the West Coast back, man.
I'm bringing the West Coast back, hands down.
No, speaking of gay music, is it true like Tyler's like officially gay now?
you don't really believe it, right? You think he's still trolling, kinda?
I think he's
Wait,
trolling.
you know the
us.
thing about him and Jaden Smith? Like, is that a troll or is that
That's a
real?
troll.
So him and Jaden Smith aren't actually dating.
I doubt they're actually fucking.
So you think it could be like trying to fuck with people and shit?
Yeah. It's like, let
Because
them take
Tyler
it.
would be the type, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you knew Jaden Smith, right? Like,
Nah.
no?
Honestly,
Nah.
can I say something?
What?
Fuck Jaden Smith.
Wait, why?
No reason.
Just because he's
No
like...
comment.
No reason. I
Wait,
say fact.
weren't
fuck-
you like tight with him though?
Never was I tight with him. There was a point where like this nigga would like call me for beats type shit
Right.
and be like, "Yo, send me a pack." And I'll be like, "Why the fuck is Jaden Smith calling me?"
Yeah.
Yo, I'm in school right now.
Legit, like I'd be at school and he would call me. You feel me?
Did you ever make beats for him?
No. It got to a point to where like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm gonna just say this shit.
He won't see this.
But like, it got to a point to where like, he would hit me up often. I would send him shit. He would hit me up often. I would send him shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it just went dry, like type shit. Like,
Oh, he just stopped.
yeah, just stop hitting me up. And then like, I was in Norway. This nigga's album came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit sound like my shit.
It does or doesn't?
I was like, this shit sound like my shit. You
It
feel
does
me?
sound like your shit?
But like, he literally, not that it sounds like my shit, he just went to go get the guy that like originated in my shit, you know?
Originated.
And like the sound that I make. You
Oh,
feel
okay,
me?
yeah. And who's that?
Who did that first album, bro?
I don't know.
Like, not Han Solo.
So he's the guy-
Slow-mo.
Is
You're
the
saying
first
he's-
album?
Or someone, bro. One
You're
of the
s- I thought it was-
electronic
You're saying the
producers.
guy
He's
who
a
like
random
kind of
guy.
like inspired your like style.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So he kind of just like
He was like, oh, I fuck with this, and then it got to the point to where it's like, all right,
I'll go to that guy.
exactly.
Bro, so
Literally,
you're
I'll go
saying
to the
basically,
top guy
like,
in that
you're saying
shit.
basically like he liked the sound of your stuff, but he's like, oh, I'm just gonna go for big name.
Exactly.
Well, it's
Possible.
Not like that, but
I'm
like,
saying it's a possibility, kind of, sort of. Probably not.
no, that's clear. That's clear. Not that like the sound that I was like doing was like some new revolutionary
Right,
shit.
right,
Like,
but
he
he
was
liked
hip
it,
to that
so-
shit. He
Yeah,
been hip to that shit.
What if he liked your stuff because he liked that already?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. That's
that
the
could be
point.
the case.
Yeah.
But like, he just went to the top guy, like, and that makes sense. But like, I don't know. I've had like, not situations, but like points where like they've been like, "Yo, remix this, do this," and I've been like,
Wait,
not
didn't
even
you-
wanting to
Didn't
do
you go
that.
to like the like campfire or some shit where you like
yeah, I went to some fucking like the.
there's some like Malibu Creek, right?
Yeah, he went to the. That was the fucking
Premiere of his album.
not his album, but like the acoustic
Oh, the
version of
remix.
his
Yeah,
album.
yeah. So how many people
That's,
were there?
that's kind of crazy.
Like 50.
Wow.
Less
So it was
than
like,
50,
yeah.
probably. Like family
So
and
wait,
shit.
so from your like, did he seem like the type you think would be like gay with Tyler or no?
I don't know.
He can
I
be
can't
open to it.
judge that. I can't judge that.
I feel like they could.
I can only judge his music.
I ain't the drawing.
Because I think because didn't like what's his name Jaden Smith? He's like, oh, Flower Boy was about me.
He said
And
that?
yeah, I think he did. I'm like, wow,
He's
that's such a troll.
He's
Like,
trolling.
yeah.
that's.
See, if Frank Ocean said that, I'd believe it. But Jaden Smith saying it, I'm
No,
like,
it had to be a white guy.
what?
It would have to be a white guy. He's
Why?
talking about a white guy on a lot of
Tyler
those
likes
songs.
white guys.
How can you tell from the lyrics?
In the
He says
lyrics,
it.
like he's
Really?
like, yeah.
He says it.
Like one song, he blatantly says, like, "I'm with the white boy." Like,
Oh, shit. Bro, but he also sometimes says in his lyrics that it's a girl. So, like,
That wasn't like. When we were,
when we didn't.
That
come
was
out
back
of
in the day. He
closet,
hasn't
yeah.
said
no,
that
I'm
so
saying
long.
in his last album, there was one
Oh.
where he's like, he says like she in it. I'm trying to think what song it is.
But he was speaking from a perspective type shit in it, you know? But
Well-
even then, like, it's hard to fucking tell.
Yeah.
But like, I don't
Could
know.
be a troll.
The songs look. This is what I know of Tyler the Creator since I was since I first heard of Tyler the Creator. He is a conceptual artist.
Yeah, sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like his albums mean something.
Yeah.
Like they're not just an album. It's like him in
They're
that
concept
state.
albums, yeah.
Exactly, all of them. So whereas like, I don't know. I've probably seen some video like on this shit to where it's like they broke down the first few albums and like I put that to all his albums now.
Mm-hmm.
But like the first few albums were like him out of state to where it was just like I forgot the video I seen, but it's like a character every time. It's like Wolf Haley, like I'm speaking in this tone, I'm speaking like this, I'm speaking stories, I'm talking about like literally he was rapping about raping bitches and shit, like
Crazy times.
like
Can't
he
do that
was
today.
he was literally saying a lot of crazy shit, and like it's like
Yeah, you really can't do that.
You
today.
feel me?
Yeah.
And
So
think
it's
about
like-
his fans too.
exactly.
Huh?
His fans, like today, they're all like social justice warriors, kind of.
Exactly,
Oh, you're
exactly,
saying
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
'Cause
So
his
it's
fan is- his
it's
fan-
concept art. It's
Because
concept
his
art.
fan
yeah.
base was like a small fan base then. It was like a small
Rebellious,
like,
like,
exactly.
fucking
skater
kids.
and
Skater
shit.
kids, yeah.
Exactly.
But now it's like anybody in
Girls
college
who
or-
like
yeah.
gardens.
Yeah. Who like gardens? What?
Yeah.
Gardens, yeah,
Gardens.
flowers, all that shit.
Flat, yeah.
Art.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking-
It's
not art,
concept art,
nature.
bro. Because it's
I
like
mean, Earthquake, bro. Like he wrote that song for Bieber. You know, like it's like the Bieber guy that like. I mean, I think it's a good song, but like,
Why didn't he ever take that?
why didn't
why would
he?
Bieber take that?
Why wouldn't he take that?
He's trying to take Yummy. I swear she got that yummy. Let's not talk about Bieber. I heard he raped some bitches.
Hey, Scooter Braun, I'm coming for your spot. Bieber, let me manage you.
I heard Bieber raped some bitches.
Yeah,
You're just gonna
isn't
air
that
that shit
wild?
over
Isn't that kind of crazy?
in 2014, bro.
He was probably what, 18? How old was he then?
How old were we? Fuck him.
2014, we were like 16.
We were 16.
How is he 2 years older than us? 3 years older? How old? He's not
so
our
when
age.
we were in
4
middle
years?
school, he was like 16. So I feel like it's like 4 years, yeah, maybe.
Damn. So he was like 20. If from Bieber's perspective though, like you were a pop star since you were what, 13, 14?
Bro, look.
He probably never had to talk to girls ever.
Bro,
No, probably not.
I'm gonna be
Bro, I mean,
I'm gonna come clean.
Bro, he was making music since he was like 12 or something, I think. toxic.
He's probably sheltered. He probably has no
Yeah.
idea how to associate with people.
Yeah.
His idea of fucking was probably like, yo, let's go in the bathroom and just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And you cook. Yeah.
Yeah. Superstar life. Pop star
Yo,
shit.
speaking
You
of which,
see him dance back
then? Did any of
Shout
you
out
guys
Usher.
see? Did any of you guys see Dave?
Yeah.
Did you see the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did you?
I told him to see it at least 17 times.
Bro,
Boy,
do you
every time I saw him, I was
He
like,
said
dude.
at least 17 times.
You fucked with it,
Yeah, it was a good show.
bro. The last episode.
Last episode was good. I didn't think it was the best one though. It got kind of annoying. Probably the one before that, honestly, the wedding one.
I like the one before that. Like, remember where he's like, "I'm like Kanye,
Oh,
except
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
white."
yeah.
Like that was like, bro, you need to. So he's like giving a PowerPoint about him, and he's like, "I'm a rapper, like one of
And
the
a
greatest
label.
rappers ever." And like the PowerPoint, he's like, "I'm like Kanye," and then it's like Kanye, and he's like, "Except I'm white," and then it's just like a white Kanye. I'm like, what the? Like that's how the episode starts. Like, bro, it's just like shit like that. Bro, that was a good episode.
That's why I'm finna write my own show.
I don't think it's that hard, dude. I'll be honest. Like,
No, the thing about Dave is that he has like big guest stars, like Bieber's
Yeah.
in it, YG's in it, like, you know. But bro, that
We're the guest stars.
that's
Sheen.
wild. Yeah.
Milton, Zerman,
exactly, man.
all the peoples.
All the people. We just
Bro,
make
I-
the cast the cast.
Bro, I
That's
feel
the
like
We're the
cast.
stars.
Yeah, the cast is the cast.
bro,
What can
I've
you say?
always felt
We've
like
already
you
had
can
so
make-
many Zoovies in real life.
Too many
I've
Zoomies.
always thought you can make a good like sitcom about like just Valley, like.
There is
Bro,
one,
we
though.
could write a Zoovie about
But
our experience
there-
at the fucking dig that one time looking for Kanye. That is a whole Zoovie, bro.
Wait, looking for Kanye.
the towers.
Nigga, you weren't
the
there?
Borders, the
You weren't
borders,
there,
the
nigga?
borders.
And what about the
borders.
Elon thing?
I
The
stole
Elon
your
thing, he wasn't there though. He
I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there,
Bro, that
bro.
was how wild was it?
That was
Bro,
Wilder?
Bro,
Yo,
this
I'm
is
What happened there, bro?
This was like a CIA after.
This is CIA
It was like,
Dude,
like
imagine
guys in like
security.
sunglasses and like suits like taking videos of us,
Yeah.
and we're like peace, just driving away, dude with like a phone like trying to record us and shit. And we're just
like fake chasing the car, like motioning that they're gonna run to the car, but we know they're not. But we still drove fast away. So
that is a
I'm
Zoovie.
convinced we're the reason why he left.
Why he sold all his
Yeah.
belongings?
California?
Why he left like that area.
Why he sold all his
wait, he left
belongings?
that? Where
He
did
moved.
move?
He moved. I don't know. But he sold
Yeah,
that
is
house.
it true that now he has like 3 houses in a row?
That's kind of hard. I heard him say something like that, but I don't know
And
if it's
also,
already
like,
a thing.
here he's moving. He wants to move the company to like Texas or Oklahoma. Here, he might want to move to Tulsa
For cheap shit.
For cheap shit, yeah. Well, they're like, yeah. I think it's mostly because like taxes here, and I
You
feel
kill
like-
that.
Huh?
I'm done, dude.
I feel
I'm
like
done,
you have to
dude.
like.
Kill
I thought it was more.
Dude, I hammered that thing. Dude.
You hammered that thing.
Yo, is there anywhere to like
That's
piss?
pole
here?
folk.
You just gotta choose a
Does
tree.
anyone
You
else-
could piss over there in the bathroom because it's open again.
Oh, it's
That's
open
gross.
again.
It's gross. Don't go in
Does
there.
anyone need
Why?
to piss?
Why is it
I
gross over
kinda
there?
gotta piss.
Oh, you're saying over there or over there is gross? I'm not going over there.
gross
I'm going to the fucking.
Bro, but there's so many people here. I'm like sus to just piss.
Yeah, no, I would go to the graffiti.
So there's a tunnel right there. You could go there. No one's gonna see you.
Bro, honestly, I don't even go to the tunnel. I just go to the side right there.
I go to the tunnel.
What were we talking about before all this? We were on to something. Beeps?
Yo, I don't want to miss out on
Sexual. It was before we got to Beebs and sexual
Should
assault.
we come back to Beeps when Milton's back?
It was before Beebs and sexual assault.
I just want to say, it might be too late for me to diss Jack Harlow. Wait, where were we at though? I want to get back to where we were at.
It's never too late to diss Jack Harlow. Are you fucking kidding me?
Back to Beeps. Fuck, I'm writing that down.
I seen him trending yesterday. I'm like,
He put out a remix.
with Lil Wayne too.
Lil Wayne, Tory Lanez, and The Baby.
You're mad.
Thing is, that was probably Jack Harlow's best verse ever. Like, do I think it was SD level? No, I don't. But what I will say is I understand. Oh, ting alert. But I will understand why.
Short head ting.
I will understand why people think that song's good. I mean, it was a good verse. However, I will say,
You're a nice guy, bro.
I knew his punchlines were coming though. That's the thing. I can't say a verse is great when I see every punchline on the way. Is that true or not true?
It's true.
When I predict the punchlines, I can't say it was great. It sounded good. It sounded really good. It sounded like the best Jack Harlow verse ever. However, I will say this: YBN Cordae, you can still get that ass, dude.
Damn, so you respect YB and Jack Harlow more than YB and Cordae?
What's Poppin' is better than any Cordae song. That's the tiebreaker for me. Like at one point, if there's a...
man, I thought Black Lives Matter, but Cordae is just fucking us over, bro.
Where is he? I thought he's the politically guy. I thought he's the politically social conscious guy.
Where the fuck's YB and Cordae?
Where the fuck's YB and Cordae? All I'm saying is it's cap. You can't really rap. I don't want to say that, but YB and Cordae, anytime.
Yo, cause look,
I'm in the park. Dude.
I definitely heard my boy Jack Harlow's song about Black Lives Matter. But I didn't hear yours, B. But I didn't hear yours.
I don't know if I could hear him with the lisp, like talking about Black Lives, man.
He's talked about Black Lives.
But with the lisp?
Yeah, it's really black out here.
So it's Black Lives.
It's Black Lives.
Black Lives.
Did you know it?
You have the lisp though. Black Lives.
He avoids the S's. You didn't notice?
I had no idea. I don't listen to this shit. Hold up.
You only hear the lisp in his interviews. That's gross. Imagine avoiding S's in your raps forever.
That's so hard. You can never say anything plural. You can't ever say bitches.
The revolution will be televised.
It always has to be my bitch. It can't be my bitch is.
The revolution will be televised.
This actually sounds better. Televised sounds better than televised.
Televised.
Damn, dude.
You ever fucked with a bitch with a lisp and you didn't know she had a lisp until you met her?
Honestly, I would start laughing probably, but no, that never happened.
Bro, it got to a point to where I started making fun of it. Like, I started doing it. Like, she's...
Yeah, no, that's never happened.
Welcome to my life, bro. I be making fun of all these bitches.
I make fun of them in different ways, though. Like their mannerisms.
Some bitches got a little cute lisp, though. I think it's cute sometimes.
It depends. It's like, is the jaw misplaced, you know? Or is it just like a natural, it's like a little lisp?
It's a little lisp.
I think that's different. Like if the jaw is misplaced, kind of, then it's like a big lisp.
Yeah, no. That is like a...
Like when it only has to be like a procedure thing to be fixed. Like, I don't know.
Damn, that's a Zuvi lisp. That's what a lisp game is?
Some people that have like the fucking jaw that's like all the way, you know?
Damn.
Bro, the guy behind you and you get up and you see him, you'll be like, yo, that guy is fucking pounding pussy on the daily.
Chill.
He's like, yo, we're gonna go to the park. But he said everything in Spanish.
You guys know there are people living in that tunnel now.
I don't go to that tunnel. Yeah, I go to like the valley area of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to go up the hill.
No, people live in that tunnel.
People
for
live
real.
in there, man.
But it's an FBI guy.
Really?
We haven't seen him in a long time now.
He lives in there, bro?
He used to come from there.
That's... Oh, do you want to tell him?
That's what we concluded.
Do you want to tell him?
Yeah.
What's on the other side of that tunnel?
There's a nicer park on the other side of that tunnel.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
But
like the platform.
small.
There's levels to the shit.
Have you guys ever like done a podcast?
No.
Wait, how recently have you, or how many podcasts have you guys done since this Corona shit started?
Maybe. We did like 2.
3 to 4.
We did 2 on FaceTime, and this might be the 4th or 5th. Yeah.
No, I'm saying how many did you do in person?
This might be the 4th or 5th.
4th or 5th?
Yeah. We started in like early May again.
Oh, okay. Yo, so you guys, who thinks the virus is not real?
All right. Virus is
I want
real.
to discuss some conspiracies right now.
Virus is definitely real. It's a thing that's existing.
So what I'm hearing a lot of people saying, the virus is real, but you don't die of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. What do you think of that?
I need to get
look
tested.
At this.
I still need to get tested. I'll say that.
You didn't?
No, I still need to.
Oh, I tried to today, but it was an hour wait. And you know where
I
you
don't
can
wanna
get
do
tested
that.
for free? Erewhon. Like not Erewhon, but there's an urgent care next to Erewhon.
Yeah.
Which walk in. You just walk in, sign like your
Which
your
Erewhon?
insurance and shit. Huh?
Which Erewhon?
Erewhon in Lost Hills Road.
Okay, okay.
But it was an hour wait. So like if I had an hour, I would have just stayed there and gotten tested that day. But yeah. But anyway, continue.
What was that?
Oh, you were talking about like what you think about the virus? Like people like have it, but you can't die from it.
People can die from it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like older people can die from
Yeah.
it. Like, I feel like they were truthful at the beginning. You feel me? Like, older people can die from it, and it's hard to tell it in younger people. That's what they're like saying. You feel me?
What do you think, man?
I'm convinced I had it still. I just have to get tested.
You convinced you had it?
He had it.
I'm convinced
You
I
had
had it. December, I was actually dead. Like as soon as the semester was done, second half of December, I didn't leave my bed. There was like 2 days I left my bed. I felt like decent.
Do you think people can die from it though?
Yeah, older people for sure. Younger people that died, I
Bro.
think I don't know how that got them. They must have had like some crazy
Probably had
shit.
pre-existing.
Yeah, they probably had like
But-
I don't know.
I think it's like,
Their lungs had been fucked somehow.
bro, it's like some like, it's a legit shit to where it's like, I don't know, like, all the older people in my family died within the like past 3 months on some shit.
Really?
Like, not even 3, just like 6 months.
And do you think it could have been coronavirus?
Not that, it's just like, some could have been sprayed in the dig on some shit, you feel me? To where it's like weakens the old on some shit. Like, if we're talking conspiracies.
I don't think they spray something to make it. I think just people are about to die. It's like that's like the last
Well,
thing.
what's that
announced in
thing
the
people
movie.
say they spray like?
Gay gas?
No.
That's what Prince kept
Is it
saying.
like magnesium?
That's in the fish.
phosphate?
Prince was talking about it.
That's in the fish.
He was saying it's like a gay gas or a crazy gas
Really?
that they do over poor communities. That's what he said.
That they what?
That they do it over like poor communities.
Yeah. What was it again?
I don't know what he said.
Gay gas,
I heard him
nigga.
say gay gas or crazy gas. I'm pretty sure he said both. I'm pretty sure he said both.
I think our Prince is funny. Gay gas, crazy gas.
Well. Wow. Well, look, I
Shout
mean,
out
I don't know, like, just some things I've heard about it. First of all, I've said, like, when they count somebody's died, like, you don't necessarily have had to die of the virus, you just have to die with it. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you die and you have the virus, it'll just count as a corona case.
It's a C
And
case.
I've heard, huh?
It's a C case. Corona case, yeah.
Yeah, and then also, like, I've heard hospitals get money for each, like, corona patient they get and each, like, corona death they have. Like, they get money. So, like, they're encouraged to, like, say it was a death of coronavirus. So, like, I feel like it's possible, like, people could have died of other stuff and, like, they just counted as coronavirus. So, like, the statistics are overblown. And then, did either of you guys see that video of, like, Brazil where, like, the people in, like, the Brazilian parliament break into this hospital? They claim to have 5,000 coronavirus cases and 200 deaths. And, like, not only was the hospital empty, but, like, they're still, like, building shit.
They're still building
They're
the
still
hospital.
building the hospital, and this hospital had 5,000, supposedly 5,000 cases and 200 deaths, and they're getting money for each case. And these people in Brazil's parliament who are kind of like rogue, they're like populists, you know. They broke in, and like this shit was still being built, you know.
That might be an isolated incident though. Brazil's like a kind of fuck country. I can see them trying to.
Yeah.
Bro, their whole medical system is fucked. You could go get your ass done for like $25.
Honestly,
Brazil?
why wouldn't you do that if you're a girl? Like, fuck
Yeah,
it, we're going
all
to
the
Brazil.
shorties in Brazil got their ass done. They're fucking
Hella dudes with ass, dude.
Do you
dudes
think that
with
like,
ass.
Yeah.
like strippers and stuff from here go to like Brazil or like
You go to like
countries
Mexico.
to get it?
Yeah,
Really?
you go to
Yeah,
Tijuana.
sure. It's cheap.
Just go to Tijuana
They
for
get
like
your
3
teeth,
days.
You can get your teeth done, your ass done, your anything done. Oh shit.
Chill
Bro,
for a
there's
couple
something
days
in
and
my
come back
shirt.
home. Bug style?
I think I killed it.
Remember that thing I showed you about the corona thing on the way here?
Oh yeah.
Like, it was super weird, dude.
Wait, so let me. Yeah.
I want
continue.
Khalif to do it right now.
Yeah, do it, bro.
What?
Go to Google right now.
Why?
It's a must, dude. I can't do it. I would show you. I can't.
Just tell me, bro.
No, I need you to do it. I need you to see for yourself. Because it doesn't
feel
kind of
like
make
it,
sense.
You kind of need to do it.
It doesn't kind of make sense if I just say it.
We doing?
Drops the phone.
We doing?
So Google any 3-digit number and then just say new cases after it. You could choose the number, any 3-digit number, and do it like 5 times.
Why did it just pop up like that? Why now?
So just do a different one now. Any 3-digit number. You could even do the one right after. If you did 332, 333, do 334 after.
Alright.
Do fucking
He
any.
did 666.
That's what you did?
No, that's what he did.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
came
And then
up.
when I Googled it, when I Googled 666, new cases popped up already.
I think that's also a case of other people trying this and then seeing new cases
What
gonna come
happened
up.
now? Now what?
Well, do it again. Different 3-digit number.
A different 3-digit number. Why?
Just keep doing it.
Something's supposed to happen, bro?
Just keep doing it. Some people are gonna be like, yeah, there's so many articles, of course.
Now what?
You know, every single number is gonna pop up.
Right.
But
I don't agree with that.
But
Now
I
what?
Googled one of these I don't remember what number it was. I think
Alright,
it was
it's different, but
374.
what is that supposed to mean? Explain this to me.
Every single number that's a 3-digit number, followed by new cases, is gonna have an article that pops up. From 100 to 999.
It's as if these articles are like kind of weighted.
Tampered
or,
with.
Like, yeah.
Because
I understand.
I googled one of them that was like 377 or 371, and I click on it because the headline said 371.
Bro, but what does
new
that
cases.
even mean? What does that even like? Why does that
Google's
matter?
capping with the articles and the shit that they're showing
Google has
us.
been capping from the jump.
Or the media outlets are faking articles to make it look like new cases.
Google feeds children porn.
Google feeds children porn. Yeah.
Bro, you could search.
Naked
Or
girl.
is that true?
Bro, look. You could search a porn star's name, go to images, and all the dicks pop up.
All the way?
All the images pop up. You could search you could just go on a Wisp. You
So
feel
you're
me?
saying like kids could use Google to access porn?
Bro,
So-
I found porn when I was like 6 on Google. What the fuck?
So you're saying it's like fucking with younger generations?
Bro, all that shit. Not even that it fucks with them. It's just like the way motherfucking humans operate now is just like it's way easier to access info. To whereas you can know too much at way too young.
Fuck, bro. That's so true.
You can know anything, fool.
Imagine like a
You
10-year-old
can know
Googling
anything,
Pizzagate.
bro. Think about that.
Holy shit.
You can know anything, bro.
Like
Bro,
imagine
'cause
if
we
you were
didn't
9.
grow up like that.
Imagine if you were 9 finding out that politicians were raping like 9-year-olds.
Right?
I'd be so
look.
scared of everything.
Think about me, bro.
We
All
My
my life,
paranoid
bro.
ass.
All my life, bro. My mom, I grew up with my mom. She had the Nation of Islam DVDs, bro. So it's literally telling you shit like, yo, this politician's a rapist. This is that. All the conspiracies. So I just grow up like, we had that in
it's
Dave
like
Chappelle.
Louis Farrakhan and like
Yeah, Louis Farrakhan. I had those DVDs and Dave Chappelle. And when I got a little older, I had the Boondocks. And when I got a little older, my mom like showed me like South Park and
She
shit.
just gave you her favorite shit.
bro, but you're saying
She
it
was
all
like, yo.
started with the Nation of Islam.
That was
You had that shit at like a young age.
Oh yeah, I was born in that shit.
Wow. So that's like advanced material to handle. It's like young. Same shit with the.
It's not advanced. It's not advanced for right now because now everybody is becoming like woke to that
Right,
type
right.
of shit.
But they're like,
No,
in their
like
mid-
now everyone's presenting that shit.
But
like,
they're adults. You were a child.
Yeah.
but
It's different.
still, bro. Like
They're adults coming around to it. You grew up into it. It's different. It's a difference. In the words of Jamarcus Russell.
but it's a difference. But like, it's a difference, I guess. I don't know. I never seen it that way because I'm just me and shit.
Yeah. Like you should see it as normal because that's like what it was. Damn, dog.
So yeah, man. I mean.
You think it's fake? You never answered.
Oh, bro, it could be. I mean, look. All I'm saying is like I don't know anyone that like died of it, right? And I know like hundreds of people, and like out of the hundreds of people I know maybe like one person that's like had it. But like I don't know anyone who's died of it, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard of like people. I know people who know people who've like died of it, but a lot of them said like it could have easily been something different, right? So I'm just saying like I feel like a lot of it maybe like the media's overblowing it like to create a story because like you think of it, there always has to be something. Like the media's been doing probably better than ever during this coronavirus because people are just sitting home watching.
Bro, a lot of
CNN.
motherfuckers are doing better than ever
Right,
doing this shit.
exactly.
The thing
man.
is, though, I don't know if you could just say it's the media because this is a worldwide thing. It wasn't just us. You know, it was actually every.
I don't think it's as overblown.
You
in
can't
other
even
countries.
really speak on
But
the powers
Italy-
that be
what
like
do you think
that
happened
for
in
real.
Italy then?
In Italy.
Yeah. They were getting murked out there. They were older, probably. They probably were kissing each other on the cheek and shit.
I think could be the same thing there, but not as bad there as here. Like I think it's more legit there because yeah, they're older.
Because
they
you saw
smoke
their
more.
obituaries
Bro,
too, right?
What?
Like some towns, their obituary was like times like 25 than what it should have been.
Okay, no.
Bro,
what I'm
I've
saying
seen a
is-
lot of like, I think motherfuckers actually dying, you feel me?
Mhm.
And it could be from like, not that it's like, alright, motherfuckers are legit dying.
Yeah.
And like, not that I know that, it's just that they're presenting it that way.
Right,
You
right.
feel me? So like, when this shit first started going down, I was seeing New York. They had a mass burial on some shit, looked like some fucking Holocaust shit, where it was a bunch of motherfuckers with like, that no one knew.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like motherfuckers that no one really like, just motherfuckers bums type shit. Motherfuckers like that. Like no one really fuck with. Motherfuckers unclaimed in the hospital getting buried. And it's like, How are we gonna know those caskets are filled? We don't know. But like, I'm just going off of what I seen, and that shit looked sicko to me. To be like, what the fuck? All them motherfuckers just getting buried for.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying, like, think of like Iran, for example. You hear the story about how, like, first of all, do you think Iran's statistics are probably there are more deaths than they're putting out?
Less deaths than they're putting out.
Okay, that I could see that too. Because did you hear about how that people found these like mass graves in Iran?
That
So
could
I
be something
wonder-
else too.
What?
They could have been killing like
That's what I'm
prisoners, they
saying,
could have
bro.
been
I'm saying
killing
that a lot of these people could be political prisoners.
Yeah.
That they're just saying was a coronavirus case. And
Possibly.
they're also using coronavirus as like a cover for
But
all these like.
the problem-
when China's probably doing the same thing.
The thing about that makes Iran different is Iran was letting China send their passengers to Iran to fly everywhere else. So Iran's busiest airports
Well, same with Italy.
were filled
Same
with
with
corona.
Italy.
So it makes sense why Iran got hit right after China had this shit
And
spread.
bro, Italy has a similar thing. That's why they got hit.
So why what is the media going to do with that? How do you misconstrue? How do you twist that? Like that's probably how
you
it spread
twist
there.
it?
The media can twist anything.
They can
Because
twist
they didn't
anything.
even want to talk about Iran like that.
What?
When Iran was going through their shit, they didn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even mention Iran. Iran was like number 2 for a long time until Italy took over. When it came to corona deaths.
What
and
you're
shit.
saying? Why would the
Yeah.
media twist Iran?
I'm saying like
Because there's implications on the U.S.
no. I'm saying how come they couldn't? How are they gonna fake corona when Iran and Italy were actually getting hit after China cut shit out and sent their people there?
How would they fake it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they faked it. I'm saying, like, if anything, the government's faked it. Like, I'm saying the government of Iran probably faked a lot of deaths because a lot of these people were political prisoners and they said they were corona deaths.
So they went on like a serious lockdown.
Huh?
They went on a serious lockdown for no reason. You're saying?
So, as a cover for, like, probably political prisoners or something like that
Oh, no.
being killed.
I think they actually had like a problem out there with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, my grandpa's like 95. He lives
Same.
in Tehran. He
Same.
didn't get it.
Same.
He didn't get it.
Well, he didn't. Mine didn't leave. The only
Mine didn't
person
leave
that
either.
left. That's why.
Yeah.
The only person that left in my family was my oldest cousin. He was like still working.
And he got it?
He didn't get it. But his shit was different because he would just go to other people's houses.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm saying maybe just in the U.S. it's overblown. And maybe Brazil too. I don't know about
You think
other
there's a
countries.
little bit of truth to what Trump's saying? That like they test the most, we test the most.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna have the most cases.
Yeah. But I'm also
Maybe
saying part of it
proof
could
in the
have to do with,
cases.
like, you know, like, again, like, hospitals over, like, playing it, like, people have other things, they make it, and the media too.
But they actually get it though.
A lot of times, yeah, they have it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they have it. But again, like, just because you have it, like, I'm sure a lot more people have it than, like, it's very likely that all three of us have had it, right?
Yeah.
So if us, like, we died of something else, like, they would still say maybe we died of coronavirus if they find the virus on
One
us.
of my mom's friends has like a serious like tumor here and like it burst, so she had like emergency surgery, and her friends were like nervous, because like she can't see anyone because she's in the hospital. If she died, they would just label as a corona death.
Right. That's what I'm saying, you know? Yo, speaking of which, what do you guys think about fluoride?
I use
that
Florida
shit
my
sounds like
toothpaste.
the shit that they was telling me when I was a kid.
They're not affecting my third eye, dude.
Did they ever say that? Was that like a
They're
Nation
gonna
Islam
take
thing,
out
too?
your third
Not
eye.
a Nation Islam thing. That's
That's a
just
third
a
eye
black
shit.
woke thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you think it's real or no?
My third eye's still apparent.
I
so-
mean,
Can you
look,
drink fluoride?
fluoride.
no, it's
is
also in your
like-
toothpaste and everything.
Fluoride
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
NASA shit or some shit. Like it's rocket fuel. So motherfuckers immediately be like, since they put it in rockets, since they do this with it,
But
you
they'll
can't
smoke
put it in your
Swishers.
mouth. Yeah,
Don't tell me about
motherfuckers smoke
fluoride if you
Swishers.
smoke swishers.
What is a swisher though? A swisher is a plant. Fluoride is motherfucking man-made or whatever the fuck.
Swishers is grosser than fluoride though.
Wait, what? Bro,
didn't
don't
know that.
Swishers and, like, I've heard that, like, Swishers and, like, menthol cigarettes, don't they have, like, glass in it or some shit?
Imagine if you
Menthol has something weird in it. I don't know
There's
what
some,
it
like,
is.
crystals or, like, some crazy shit. And, like,
Yeah, no,
that's
why
that's
I
obviously worse than fluoride. But wait, so you're saying you drink fluoride?
It's in the water. It's in tap water.
Would you smoke it?
Yeah, but some
I
people,
don't,
like...
I don't drink tap water.
I
Would
know
you smoke
people-
it?
But I
Would you smoke
no,
it?
I wouldn't smoke it.
All right then.
people
So why
who-
you shit on swishers?
I wouldn't smoke a swisher either.
All right, but you would smoke a swisher
No, I wouldn't. I would rather
in
not
your past
smoke.
life. Have you smoked a swisher?
I was very young.
All right, would you have smoked fluoride?
It's different. I would use fluoride. I wouldn't smoke fluoride. I would use a
That's
swisher.
different.
I would use a swisher. A swisher's purpose
Fluoride-
is to be smoked. Fluoride's purpose is to be like on your teeth and shit and like clean stuff.
I know people who only get, like, water delivered. Like, they don't
Yeah.
get, they don't drink, they get water delivered, or they, like, like just drink bottled water, and
Yeah.
they get fluoride-free toothpaste.
Yeah.
So I don't. Do you think that's like? Do you do that?
I think it's
or
over exaggerated. I don't
Really?
do that. I see. I mean, if people
Both my parents lived that life.
no? Really?
Just based off like their beliefs in like the black culture has a belief that like not that it affects you, that it affects us, bruh. You feel me? Type shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like
their kids. What are you talking about?
nah, bro. Just black people, people with melanin, people of color. It's like it specifically affects us, our
Yeah.
DNA. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they feel as if like, nah, that shit is not for us.
Interesting.
My parents.
What
at
about
least.
what about vaccines? Same
exactly?
thing? Well,
Need to
would
get
either of
vaccinated.
you get? Huh?
We need to get vaccinated.
You think so?
Yeah. We can't be living no vaccine, no vax life.
Bro, I mean, I feel like if the vaccine comes out, like that's
Oh,
like,
you're saying for the C? For Corona?
Corona, yeah.
I might not take it for a while.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, I feel like if it comes, bro, especially because they're trying to push it by the end of 2020.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we gotta wait a few years.
Bruh.
Is that they're trying to rush that shit? Like, I'm sus about like the
Yeah.
side effects of vaccines and shit.
Yeah, my mom used to be on some like no vax shit until I had to play like sports.
Yeah.
You have to get some vaccines.
Well, you
at
have to
some
get
point,
some,
though.
yeah, like hepatitis
Yeah,
or
definitely.
I don't know, like
TB.
TB.
It's
but,
gone
like,
though forever.
mom
now.
had
those
the
have been
little
around.
write-off
Yeah, those
you
have been
did,
around.
bro.
I'm saying like for example, I don't think I.
You
I
can
don't
say
know if
for
I have-
religious purposes, I don't want to do this.
I have a theory
On
though.
any dick
Right.
that requires that.
If we really have like 10% of people that are no vaxxed,
Yeah.
would they get the disease still?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we have like a 10%?
Well, I mean,
of
think
people
about
be
it.
no
Like, we
vaxxed?
don't get vaccines for like smallpox or like mumps or these
Shit
like
doesn't come.
it doesn't cut. It's just like so rare that like you don't need a vaccine. So I think when something gets like rare enough, like you don't really need it.
So are we gonna move to a no vax life?
Not
We're
now,
already
nigga. They gonna
vaccinated.
keep coming out with more of your digs to where we need vax, bro.
Like,
and it's
new
not gonna be
vax.
vax. It's gonna be
Like
Glock.
I don't think I ever got
Block
the
vax?
Glock vax. We tracing you wherever
Like, did
you at.
any-
Where you
did
at, bro?
any of
We
you-
got you. We know where you at.
Did any of you get the swine flu vaccine?
No.
I feel like that's still
I
sus.
don't
you
know
know?
what
It's like-
vaccine I got, but that shit hurt my arm for like a
Actually,
whole
I
day.
did get it then. Was that what it was? How old were you?
I was like,
Or is that like a different
13,
shot you get
12.
It's probably just
you
like-
remember that shit, bro? Where it hurts your arm, bro?
Yeah.
for like a
It's
day,
like,
right? For me, I just felt really sore. It didn't
Bro,
hurt.
what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that
I know
makes
when they
sense.
shoot up heroin, it doesn't hurt your arm like that.
It's rush.
It's
It's a
probably like
rush.
Why aren't vaccines rushes? Then they would make us want to do vaccines. Actually, it would make us drugs.
I'm sure as a kid, it probably gives you some slight like, what the fuck?
I think it's because like we never knew what sore felt like when we were like 7.
so true. Kind of does.
When you're 7, you don't know what being sore feels like.
Or being tweaked off of some shit someone
Bro, it's
injected
just a
into your
fucking needle,
veins,
like,
nigga.
you know, they're like stabbing you, bro. It's like you're not used to that shit.
Bro, I remember when my dad told me they took blood from both of us as a kid. Like, I was not even a kid. I was a baby. My dad is like anti-needles. Like, he's sus on all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't even know. It was a Zuvi.
I'm still team fuck needles. Unless it's an IV. If it's an IV, I'll take that.
Motherfuckers
know
gonna
why.
put a needle in you at some point.
Do you like getting IV'd up?
Never been IV.
I think you should try it one day.
When they pull it out of you? I was IV'd as a baby. I don't recall.
IV, like they just put like insulin in you. And it's like you feel like energized. Like,
Oh, you mean when they take your blood out and put it back in?
no, they just like put like sugar water pretty much just in your veins.
Yeah, that's not my vibe.
Wait, she
It's kind of a vibe.
Put
It's kind of a
drugs
vibe.
in my veins.
It's kind of a vibe. It's on you. You would like it. It's a vibe.
Alright, bet.
You don't do it at home. You go like somewhere like with a nurse and then she like puts it in you.
You on 10 after?
No, it's just
Oh.
like you're recharged.
Yo, bro. So do you think a Bohemian Grove didn't happen or isn't happening this year?
I'm sure it's happening. Why wouldn't it happen?
It would
Is it the
happen.
virus?
Why wouldn't it happen? I don't think they care.
You think they don't know that this
Bro,
shit fake?
look this shit up, man. Like, if it's happening, we gotta go.
That'd be nasty if we were there.
Because
and
I
they're just
forgot
like-
whether it's early June or early July.
I'm pretty sure it's early July. Because
Bro,
we
look
check.
this shit up.
I
yeah.
can't right now. You one of you
Oh,
guys?
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
What if they line this shit up all
Bro,
perfectly?
should we go?
for-
Bro, if it's yet to come, should we go?
I mean, we'd have to. We have to go at some point. Why not this be the time?
I agree, man. Bro, do you feel like do you think Bohemian Grove's like the people in it are part of the cabal?
Oh, some of them
The
definitely.
cabal? What's the cabal? Like the
cabal?
Kabbalah?
No, it's unrelated. It's like cabal is with like a Kabbalah is with like a K. This is with like a C. It's like cabal. It just means like kind of like an elite conspiratorial like organization. It's like at the top, you know. Right?
Not
You-
related.
you wanna
to the
explain?
It's
cabal?
kind of like the Illuminati.
You want to explain what we talked about in the car?
Yeah.
That would clarify things.
Oh, I should explain?
Yeah.
Okay, well, like, basically it's the, like, I don't know if you know this conspiracy about there being, like, an elite group of individuals that, like, controls everything.
About that.
And they're kind of, like, Satan worshippers, and they engage in, like, you know, like, sexual deviancy and shit like that.
Yes,
and, like,
I know.
You know, like, have, like, mass orgies, and, like, yeah, they control Hollywood, they control, like, government, shit like that.
Yep.
So, like, that's, like, people call that group, like, the cabal.
Really?
Yeah.
Black people just call that the Illuminati.
Yeah, so it's basically
Period, point blank.
It's basically the same thing.
Period, point blank.
But like people in recent years have started calling it the cabal because it's more like nondescript. It's like more like neutral. Like it's not like they're not giving groups specific names.
What else have I heard it
cabal.
as, bro? Like I've heard it as the Illuminati. I've heard it as fucking
causes. Never heard it as the political cause?
Like the elites.
Tink for sure.
Flat booty too.
Oh, really? I didn't see that part.
I got some shoes like those.
Really?
Yeah, I got those shoes. She's still in my
can't
swag.
see. What shoes were they?
What if I went up to her like, yeah, I see you still in my swag?
I've done that before.
That's a move.
Yeah. When they put the towel under their hat at the gym, I'm like, I see you stealing my swag. Don't worry, I see it. And they're just like, was I? I just don't want to be seen. And I'm like, it's okay. I've seen you here never do that.
I know
Fuck the
all
cabal.
them niggas.
Fuck
If
the
I
cabal.
see you, I'm slapping the fuck out you.
I'm gonna come clean. Fuck
cabal-
the cabal.
wait,
You
What was-
can't really see me with the hands.
They dropped the ball.
That's why I be fucking.
I fucked them all.
Wait,
You be fucking.
wait. So you said you think
dudes.
Pizzagate's real, right?
Yeah, I think
Pizzagate's
yeah.
real.
You said
Is
I'm
it?
fucking dudes or they're fucking
I
dudes?
said the cabal's fucking.
Oh, I thought this was like a Tupac Dre moment. I was like, yo, do I have to stand up for Dre right now?
Excuse me, bro, I'm not cutting you guys, but have you seen anybody like pick up a wallet?
Nah, can't say that.
No.
I don't look that
Wallet.
way, so I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Oh, someone had a wallet
Not me, I had my wallet while I was walking.
and you dropped it.
I kind of dropped it.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think we saw
Yeah.
anybody. But
But I'm just like looking out for it.
yeah,
Yeah,
but we'll
for
let
sure.
you know
Yeah.
if we like see anything. Yeah.
Yeah, take care, man.
Bro, so the cabal, yeah, this shit's fucked up, man. Bro, so Bohemian Grove. And remember we were talking about like what Nixon said about Bohemian Grove?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Bro, explain what he said.
He was. I don't want to say the word. He was
I-
like, they're a bunch of F's and pansies.
Bro, I said it earlier. You gotta
Fucking
say
each
it.
other? I think I did hear.
I think it's like it's a gathering of.
Said it was like the effiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So,
the faggotiest or some shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So you think Nixon wasn't part of it?
I think he showed up. He was invited, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" Got out.
Bro, so do you think that has to do with why they took down Nixon with Watergate?
Possibly, because if he was against that, he was probably against a lot of other shit they were already doing.
And bro, I don't know, I told you this, but I don't think I ever mentioned it like to you or like on the podcast. But like, remember I told you about Spiro Agnew,
Screw. I don't
Nixon's
remember.
VP?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so bro, Spiro Agnew is like Nixon's VP, and you know how they took like Nixon down during Watergate? So like the assumption was that his VP, Spiro Agnew, would become president because they'd take down Nixon, Spiro Agnew would be his VP, or would be the president, the new president. But what happened is Spiro Agnew, like coincidentally, got removed from office like 3 or 4 months before Watergate. Like coincidentally, they took him out of office for tax evasion, not for anything to do with Watergate. They're like, oh, this guy's tax evasion, so he resigns.
He was
bullshit.
in office.
He was in office. He was gonna be he was vice president in office as vice president, so he would have been president if he was still vice president because Nixon got taken down in Watergate. But by coincidence, just 3 or 4 months before, he was taken down for tax evasion, so he had to resign. So basically, like 20 years later, on like an interview, he said that the on an interview like on like national television, he said that the basically like people in like the government, like the military and shit like that, and like the CIA and the FBI came up to him and like basically threatened to kill him if he didn't resign. You remember that, right? You saw the video?
Yeah, fuck the FBI.
Yeah, that was the video you showed me. I was with him when you sent it, actually.
So what do you think? Like that, like I just feel like that's crazy that like they went after this guy. They're like, we'll kill you, and he steps out of office, and then like Nixon steps out of office too, like 3 months later, and then it's like Gerald Ford is the ultimate like puppet as president, you know?
I'm sure it's happened before. I'm sure it's gonna happen again.
Who?
Like, powers that be
Bro.
are gonna put who they want.
What was that, like 74 type shit?
74,
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, my mom was born in 74, And whoever the fuck Gerald Ford is, she doesn't know. She's like, I remember Nixon. That nigga was going crazy.
She is. And she probably doesn't even remember Nixon.
Who else he had? Carter.
Jimmy Carter was like, what, 80?
1976 to 80.
Yeah.
I was finna go to this one school in like Pacoima type shit. It was like a private school. Jimmy Carter used to visit the school.
It's kind of hard.
What the fuck? In the
How old
middle
was
of
he
the
when he
valley.
died?
Bro, he's alive.
He's alive still?
Yeah,
Alive,
bro. He's like 95.
He's alive.
Damn.
He used to visit the school. Like,
Remember they said like Arnold came a couple times?
Sebastis?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
In Calabasas?
Yeah. That was weird times.
Oh, Ford type shit?
No, I think like when he was governor still.
Oh,
Right?
Ford
He was
type
governor
shit,
now for it,
nigga.
yeah.
No, when he came.
I don't know, but
Or was
I'm
it
saying just he
after?
was governor enough for it. I don't know like, what.
Bro,
I assume
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
while he was
lie.
governor.
The first political experience I ever had in my fucking life was me late night watching TV and fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger was getting elected as California governor. I was watching that shit live in effect, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is that my first political experience, America?
California.
California?
Yeah, it's California's fault, not America's fault.
Can you explain that
That's
to me,
crazy,
Milton?
man. Bro, he
Why did that happen?
It still doesn't make
There's
sense.
actually. Do you actually want to know why?
Why?
Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but like basically,
Wasn't he backing Bush and shit? And they wanted
No.
Bush to get reelected?
It was something. So it was actually like a really crazy, like unique situation because like they had like California had a governor that was elected in like let's say 2000 or something, and then he got recalled. You know what that means?
No.
It's like basically like. It's like kind of like an impeachment, but like the people like vote on it. So like they had a vote like should we remove this guy? And that's like the first time this has ever happened in like the history of California, and only the second time it happened in the history of the U.S.
Damn.
So like his name was Gray Davis. They recalled him. So they just had an election like the next like week or some shit. They're just like we just need an election just like spontaneously to just choose who the new governor is. And because it was just like a spontaneous election, there were like 30 candidates. So because there were like 30 candidates, Arnold, like the most people knew him, right? So they're just like, yeah, fuck it. Let's
This is definitely lined up for him.
bro, just to like give you perspective, like Gary Coleman was a candidate.
I remember this.
Gary
now.
Coleman,
Yeah.
you know Gary Coleman? He was like a
I
candidate
do
for
remember
governor.
that shit slightly, bro.
The Rock should have ran.
Yeah.
Anyone could have ran. Anyone just buff. Shaq even.
I'm sick. They really just lined it up for my boy.
Yeah. But then he got reelected, so
Yeah, he was governed until like 2010 or some shit.
Still ridiculous how someone from like Austria or wherever the fuck
bro,
he's
you know
from.
his dad
Germany.
Is, you know his dad is a
I think he's
Nazi.
Austrian. That like that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, his
How
dad
can we
was
let
Nazi.
someone like that be the governor of California? Like one of the most important states in America.
I don't know, man. I mean, he just
How did that shit happen?
The fact that he has like a Mexican kid, like shout out to Arnold. He's about it.
that's pretty crazy, man. Half Austrian, half Mexican.
I remember that shit.
Mexican Arnold's probably gonna be a movie star. Out of all of his kids, that's the
Absolutely, bro.
guy. He's probably jacked. He probably knew. He wants to make Arnold proud. So
Bro,
you know
he
what?
speaks Spanish too. Bro,
Speaks Spa- he
he's
could
like
do-
Arnold, but he speaks Spanish too.
He
He
could
could
do
probably
double
be in
films.
like he could be in like Mexican films too. Or,
He could be a fucking. He could bring back like the ranchero shit.
Bro, he could.
Honestly, yeah, we're taking a break. That's a piss
huh? Yeah, I
also.
kind of need a piss too.
Again?
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, I've been drinking a lot, man.
Yeah, I did. I killed a yerba and I killed this and I damn. That was no installment 55 or 56? I don't
Huh?
know. It's the 55th one or 56th one? I don't even know.
This is the of the show.
Yeah. I don't even know at this point. I feel like every single time I ask myself this question and I need Khalif to tell me. 'Cause this is just going on the ground for now. That was no show. We're back.
Like an effective dictatorship like China's.
We're back. Yes, what are your thoughts on China really though?
Mine?
Yeah, do you think they should get like punished for everything that happened?
So, well, first of all, like,
He said absolutely. Yeah.
well, first,
I
yeah,
say
I
the
feel like
same
we
thing.
should talk about this on the camera.
We're going.
Yeah.
We're going.
Okay, cool.
You can talk. We're going.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that like I do think that like China created the virus, like in a laboratory. You guys like agree or no?
Yeah.
Because have you seen like the evidence? First of all, like, this isn't even, like, I feel like this started as, like, a conspiracy, but now even, like, the government is saying, like, it's a possibility. It's, like, a huge possibility.
How is it a possibility?
What do you mean?
How could it be a possibility? Like, how isn't it just not a known thing from them?
From the government?
Yeah. How do they not actually know? They definitely know. They just don't want to say.
Know.
Yeah,
but you're saying it probably is created, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, because I don't know if you've heard this, but the U.S. government put money into the research into this coronavirus.
I know that.
Back in the
Did
day,
it?
bro, in 2019.
Really?
Yes, bro.
Like a year
Yes,
ago.
bro. That shit was like, the vaccine for the virus was fucking This is the hood motherfucking conspiracy, but the vaccine from the virus was fucking like what's it called? When you have a license on some shit.
Patented?
Yeah.
I heard about that, yeah.
The patent on the fucking virus is 2019 from
on the vaccine?
in the US, bro.
On the vaccine or the virus?
In the vaccine.
So who has it?
Bill Gates.
Bill,
right?
nigga.
Bill
Exactly,
Gates, yeah,
Bill, nigga.
That's why I'm surprised.
Bill,
you haven't heard
nigga.
this Bill Gates shit, man.
I just wanted to say that.
Bill,
answer.
nigga.
No one said the answer. I was like, someone's gonna say the answer.
Bill, nigga.
You have to ask a question for answer you want.
Okay, wait. So,
That's the common conspiracy. I thought it was just a black hood conspiracy, but that is the common
bro, it's
conspiracy.
like, so basically, man, like, okay, so I want you to hear this, bro, because I don't know if you know about all this, Sheen, but basically,
Bro,
like,
even with the Impossible burgers, not the Impossibles, the Beyond Meat burgers, my dad is hot about that shit.
I don't trust that. I don't trust.
I don't trust that either.
Bro,
man.
my dad, like, they put human meat in that shit.
Holy shit. Bro, at the very least,
Human
there's
meat's
some, like,
extreme. I love you, Dad. Human meat's extreme.
what?
Human meat in that shit.
Bro, at the very least, there's some, like, cancer-causing shit in that.
100%.
Like,
100%.
I'm not touching that shit, bro. I'm like, I don't even cook with Teflon, you know? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, what's that?
It's like when you have non-stick, like, kitchen.
Oh yeah, I don't do that either. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm scared of that shit, man. But anyway, back to, like, Bill Gates, bro. So, you know, this...
Fuck
okay, so,
Bill
bro,
Gates.
this might surprise you if you haven't heard it. Okay, so let's go back to, like, September 2019, right? So this is a good, like, 3-4 months before the virus is discovered, right? Are you listening?
And I'll
to
tell you
this?
some shit after you... I'll tell you some
Yeah.
shit that I saw at that time
Yeah, bro,
after you
here
say
it is.
this,
So,
bro.
the World Health Organization, do you know what that is,
Of course.
Sheen?
Yeah.
So the World Health Organization ran a simulation in September 2019 of a massive worldwide coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah.
It's called Event 201.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. It's like, okay, so theirs is a little bit different. It says this coronavirus came from pigs and it started spreading in South America shit. But they said, okay, there's a global coronavirus pandemic and this is what our simulation response. And then 3 months later, the actual global coronavirus pandemic starts. And if you probably know, like, Event 201 was funded by Bill Gates.
Look.
Like, it was the Bill Gates Foundation. So,
Look,
I just want to, like, how do you explain that, man?
Bro, look.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
This is my math on this. I probably told you this shit on Netflix, bro. But think about the simulation you just took.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how that helps Netflix.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
For Netflix to make a Bill Gates doc in that same month you're talking about, bro. I remember telling you about that Bill Gates doc, bro. Like 3 months before this whole shit went down, bro. Just bigging him up on everything he's done in
Right,
Africa,
and everybody
like
started watching
all
it during
that
the-
shit,
yeah.
all that shit, to where it's like brainwashing the fuck out of you, to where it's like,
Bill Gates the goat.
yeah. Bill Gates to go. Even with to where it's like this shit is going down and you're talking about a simulation. I didn't even know about that shit. I just knew about this shit, and I'm just like, it ties together way too
many
obviously.
coincidences,
No,
you know? It's
I
like,
100
bro, it's like they say on like some of these like QAnon forums and stuff. They're like, how many coincidences do there have to be before it becomes mathematically impossible?
That's what it's come to, bro.
Yeah.
That's the Epstein shit. That's all this shit, bro.
I could
all
definitely
this
see
shit.
Bill Gates setting up the narrative to make himself look like the savior. Like, I'm the best ever.
Bro,
I saved all
and
these
you can
people's
see
lives.
Bro, here's the
Netflix
thing.
biting on that shit,
Yeah.
being like, yeah. And I can see Bill even telling them the plan, like, yo, this was going down, fool.
All right,
Listen
guys.
to this, man. If this
Y'all
was,
finna get boosted.
if this was
You
a
want rats?
legit-
It's
yeah.
time.
If this was a legit thing, and like, you know, it's just a spontaneously, nobody was expecting, came out of nowhere virus, and if Bill Gates really predicted this as they said, why wouldn't he do something about it, right? Like,
Probably is.
To get
He's
loot.
just waiting.
no, I'm saying that if he actually cared,
Oh, okay.
and
yeah,
if this
yeah.
was a legit virus that nobody knew about, you think if he knew about it or he predicted something like this, he would do something about it, right? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, he probably would have done something if he actually, like, predicted this shit and he wanted to stop it, he would have done something months ago.
Do you think
like,
he knows
Paris.
it's gonna get worse in the fall? And he's like, I'm gonna save them in the fall when everything gets to shit. He's like, that's when we're rolling shit out.
Maybe. I've also heard he's just like he wants to vaccinate people.
That's that money shit, bro.
Yeah.
He don't want people alive, first of all. That's
Why would
his
he want
plan.
people alive?
Nigga, because people alive is like a crowded world, nigga. Niggas don't want a crowded world like that.
Kind of the fan of the crowded world theory.
But
so
motherfuckers
much-
want a
Also
slim
climate
world.
change, like climate change, like there's like the idea of like depopulation. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't want people here, bro.
Why can't we have like super air conditioning stuff in like South America and Africa?
That don't help. Why would
Bro,
you
well,
want
that's
super...
what, bro.
what
If
that
we
do?
did have like ultimate like overpopulation, what would have to happen is people would have to move into like deserts, like
Why
I've
would
been
we
on
not,
that
even,
way.
not even Africa or South America. I'm saying like imagine like fucking like the Mojave Desert, Death Valley. Like you'd have to have cities there,
Yeah,
and people would move there probably for cheaper, and then you'd have to have like super AC and stuff like
I don't
that.
see a problem with that.
I mean, I don't see a big problem with it either, but it's going to reach a point where it's going to be a disaster.
Why can't we go to Wyoming?
What?
Why can't we go to Montana? Why can't we go to Idaho?
'Cause people want big
Probably
city
will.
life.
People want big. Look, I'm just saying.
We
like,
can
yeah.
make big cities. Big cities.
Want
Why
some
can't we make?
Dubai
I
shit.
don't see. No. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
we just make a big
no,
city?
bro. I don't see a problem with it. I think that like it's just like, bro, that's going against humanity to say like, we should avoid overpopulation. Like, no, we should be wanting to like have kids and like spread humanity.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that this is like the problem that a lot of people would have with it, right? Which I don't have that problem, but I'm saying like that's what a lot of people think, that it would be like that, and like
Well,
there'd be more
look,
pollution.
One
like, shit
thing
like
is
that.
like there would be all that, but like it seems like there's not enough room for people.
South
Like,
America is
everyone is
huge.
eating. That's the thing, bro. South America gives us food, nigga. Like that's where we get our shits from. Like
I mean,
even
yeah.
Cali, bro. When I drive up through fucking to the Bay type shit, seeing all those farms, it's like, what the fuck? Where the people at?
Yeah,
It's fucking
Exactly.
just food.
yeah. People could live there.
People
you know?
just eat, bro.
Yeah.
We just consume, bro.
But like imagine like, you're driving up that freeway, like you see that, imagine like, let's say like 30 miles east or west of the freeway, right? It's probably just all empty, right? Like people should be moving there.
There's no niggas nowhere. Like, I swear to God, going up that drive, it's nasty, bro. You don't see no one for a whole 5 hours.
It's crazy, bro.
You
But
on like a
couldn't you-
2 road you dig.
Even in that area, a lot of farms, you could just have like 3 skyscrapers, and a lot of people could just
Bro, you
live
could,
in that area.
100%, yeah.
It's not stopping.
Bro, that's
you
why
from
you got
living there.
motherfuckers building apartments over cribs in this area.
Okay, bro, that's
that's kinda-
basically
yeah.
that's basically what countries like China are doing, right?
Exactly,
They go to
yeah.
like a
Yep.
rural ass area,
Bro.
they find an area that's not populated, and they'll
Bro.
build a giant apartment building.
Bro,
with
where
government
we used to live, the Hesby was like 4 cribs, bro.
Really?
They shut them shits down and built the Hesby, bro. Where like it's literally happening all around this area. All these shits like now this whole street, these been apartments since like I was a kid type shit. But back there, bro, those were cribs, and like you just see them being built as I speak, bro.
They're doing that in Encino too.
I haven't been in Encino in such a
Like,
long
bro,
time.
there are like big buildings in Encino now and stuff. Like,
It's weird.
nice apartments, like, But look, I mean, again, that's kind of what China did. I mean, like, I could see that happening in the U.S., but again, like, the U.S. would have to go through a massive like cultural shift to be able to have like a government that's that like
Like,
authoritarian.
we don't need to be living in fucking New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Strong in New Orleans.
They're gonna allegedly global warming is gonna flood them out.
When?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know, but
Well, I don't know. I mean, like maybe people say the same thing about, but then like the same thing
Miami
would probably
or something.
happen.
Miami
Yeah,
is
but also,
fucked.
like, but also
now
what about,
Miami
like-
is fucked.
What about like
Miami's
Malibu and shit? You know, like people don't need to be living there.
Nah, but
People don't need to be
Miami's
living in
differently
Malibu.
fucked, bro. They like I seen a whole you dig on the geography on that, cause they like
Like, they're gonna sink or something.
yeah they're building apartments where they should not be building apartments, my guy. Like on the edge of the fucking beach, where them shits is gonna be disintegrated within like 15 years.
Have you seen that
And motherfuckers
video?
gonna be falling down that shit.
I want to say it was Louisiana. It was Louisiana or like Houston. Like, you just see a big chunk of land just like die. There's like a house there. You just see it go into
And
the
this
ocean.
actually happened.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it happens. It looks slow.
Their laws are fucked over there, bro.
It looks like it's
They
happening
just build
slow.
wherever.
But if you think about it, like a fucking area just collapsing into the sea happening slow is really fucking fast.
Yeah.
How you gonna get out?
Yeah.
You're in the
Laws
house
are
taking a
fucked
shit,
over there.
and you just think like, oh, what's going on? Your house is underwater.
Yeah. Bro, I seen the whole thing on Miami, bro, where like the apartments they're building right now is like that shit is not safe.
We need a
bro.
Miami
They're, like,
installment, dog.
right on the edge
What?
of the water,
Miami?
bro.
We needed a Miami installment. That'd be next level.
Like Nori.
Bro, what about
Shirts
like
off. Shirts off things.
What about what?
Yeah.
like San Diego or some shit that's near the beach? Like I feel like a lot of that could go.
I think
You know, like Tijuana.
but like you know those
I feel
areas.
like a lot of
they have,
this
like-
could go.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like India. It's like these random areas. It's not every coast, but it's random coasts.
They literally, yeah, and they
Like, they
literally
marked
have
them.
like a
Bro,
city
y'all felt
right
that
on it.
earthquake this
Yeah.
morning?
Oh,
I didn't
yesterday,
feel that,
right?
but I heard
Wait,
about it.
this morning?
Yeah, it started in Fresno.
I had
This
no
morning,
idea.
bro.
How'd you?
Apparently
That
it's
shit
not.
woke me
You
up, bro.
felt that?
Nigga.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it.
I
I
didn't
felt
feel
that
it at all.
shit, bro.
What
My
time?
dad is like, my dad wakes me up every morning with him talking on the phone. And I'm like, Jesus
Hey, yo.
Christ, it's time to. Yeah, literally, ayo, a whole bunch of New York lingo. I wake up, I guess it's time to wake up. As I'm waking up, I'm just feel
What time?
7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's like
within
when I
that-
slept. I slept like
within
6.
that window. But I'm just like, oh no, that
9
means I wake
hours
up.
awake. 9 hours awake though.
Bro, the moment I open my
This
eyes,
was 9 a.m.
I was awake at 9:30.
Bro, the moment I
Like
opened my
10:30, yeah.
I woke up
the
at
moment
9:30.
I opened my eyes, the earth was shaking, bro. I was like, okay, I gotta wake up. Let's go.
I thought you were talking about the thing in Mexico. They had like a 7.5 or
There was one here,
7.7
No, it
or
was in
something.
Fresno.
But yesterday Mexico
Oh,
had a
really?
bad one.
Oh shit.
Dude, speaking of fucking, yo,
Look. Well, let me
I want to
see.
get back to China. We were gonna come back. What
Oh
happened?
yeah.
Is this the time? Oh, that's the
Bro,
Mexican.
that's nothing. That's 2.9
Oh, my
5.8?
life. Yeah.
in Eastern Sahara.
Yeah.
I
this
didn't feel that at all.
shit. That shit. That's what I felt.
So about China, man. So first of all, let me talk about the virus because number one, like this is just what I've heard. I don't even think it's a conspiracy at this point. I think this is all like basically facts. And look, so first of all, we know for a fact that they had these laboratories in China. I don't know if it was specifically in Wuhan, but it was near there, right? And we have these laboratories where they're studying different type strains of coronavirus. And a lot of these coronavirus strains they're injecting in bats, right? So that they were like seeing how this like coronavirus would affect bats. So, and I think one of these labs might have been in Wuhan. And also this experiment on these bats was with U.S. funding,
Okay.
all right? So either one of these bats escaped or like the bat infected one of the people in the lab who like brought it out. But either way, this spread out, and there's a documentary. I could send you guys like a link to this. There's like a video on YouTube that shows a documentary in 2015, which like an Italian documentary from 2015 where they're talking about all this. It's going on in these Chinese labs. So they're clearly experimenting with coronavirus, injecting bats with it. And again, I think one of the labs is in Wuhan. So, you know, that's all I know about that. But I think that like, again, seems like a weird coincidence. And then, you know, supposedly it comes from bats with the virus. And you also see that, you know, the guy who like discovered it died.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Like the
He
dentist
died.
or whatever.
He died. And then also there's this other woman who was trying to like speak out against it, and then I think they put her in jail. So like it seems to me like it could have come. And then so what I was hearing is that on I think it was like January 8th, something like that. January 8th, like they're finding like coronavirus in the sewers of Italy, in like Milan and Rome, in the sewers, right? Human waste. And that happens to be also like a big Chinese community, kind of like what you were talking about with like Iran had a lot of like Chinese people going through. Like it's kind of like that, where basically, to give a short summary, they signed this deal with China called the New Silk Road, or they called the Belt and Road Initiative, where China is trying to create a new Silk Road from China to Europe, where it's basically a trading route, and all the like underdeveloped countries like Uzbekistan and shit, they're gonna like just give them infrastructure and shit, bring jobs to these countries and like
Acid.
build infrastructure.
Definitely not.
And,
You don't think China is heavy in the acid market, nigga?
I think the opposite. For them, dude, I don't think they're worried about acid.
Nigga, they make that shit. All the fakey dicks come from there.
I don't think they're using. They're probably making. I don't know if they're.
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying, nigga.
I
That's
think
what the
they're
Silk Road
definitely-
is. They
I don't know
travel that
about
shit through that
I don't
shit.
know about acid, but I think they're definitely bringing drugs to these countries.
Yeah. Probably like opium and shit.
Bruh,
Op-
I know some
opioids,
China
yeah,
shawties,
like
bro. And I
So-
know she took some shit that made her go sicko.
So
It was like fake
So-
acid, China acid is
RP
what you
to
call
her. Her
it.
brain's fucked.
Wait, so
Fried.
hear this out. So they're basically Italy, like their Italy's old prime minister, who like everybody hates now. His name is Matteo Renzi. He signed on to this Belt and Road thing, and it was the first country in Europe to sign on. So basically, it kind of turns like Italy in a way, and almost like a Chinese colony, kind of like how a lot of these African countries, like China's economically colonizing them. So there are all these Chinese workers moving into Italy and like working there and stuff, or like, and they found coronavirus in the human waste system there. And the same day they found that, China announced that they found this virus in a wet market.
Yeah.
Probably to cover up that it like came from one of their labs. So that's all I'm saying. And like also, like I feel like that kind of like adds up to, like, you know, a story in which this was like intentional. So I don't know. What do you think, man?
China I
don't know if it was intentional. I'm sorry. Like I'm not saying like they intentionally spread it, but I'm saying that whether they intentionally spread it or not, it's likely that they created it.
Yeah. Since they manufactured and they let it get out, and they affected the whole world economy, they need like, not even sanctions. We need to just like cut them out of everything.
Yeah.
They just have to be like North Korea at this point.
What are the 2 biggest companies that have benefited out of this virus?
Amazon,
Netflix.
Who else?
I was gonna say Zoom and TikTok.
Zoom and TikTok.
And you know they're both Chinese companies.
That's facts. Yeah.
What do you think of that, man?
Bro, I heard TikTok got sued earlier in the beginning of this year.
Dog, I applied for a position at TikTok, and like their response back in the subject line has Chinese characters in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you after this. Like,
Bro,
it's
Zoom
weird
too.
shit.
I
Like,
heard that they got sued for some
So-
sexual shit. Like,
I thought it was like security things, like because like.
And then like, bro, they closed down China. Some people say, well, they closed down China. They also like took down political prisoners and like the Uyghurs. You know the Uyghurs, like they're the Muslims.
The
that-
Muslims.
So I've heard that they're doing all that shit while they're shutting down.
Our
and,
dog
like,
is.
there are 30,000 less
my
like.
guy.
Apparently, there are 30,000 less social media users in China now than there were before. Maybe it was even more. Like, and I don't know. Look, there's just a lot that like I'm just like, wow, like this is weird. And, you know.
You think they killed him?
Yeah, I think so. I think they kill people, or they at least like arrested a lot of people, like Uyghurs and stuff. Maybe killed.
They
a lot
don't
of
fuck
Uyghurs.
with them, bro. They do not fuck with them.
It's kind of crazy though, because they have like what, 1 billion people, and
Yeah.
a
Bro,
million of them are Muslim.
They were early Islam,
still,
bro. The second, like one of the, there's 2. I think the second masjid ever was built in China, bro.
I know that.
On some crazy shit.
They have, yeah, but I mean, so that's what I'm saying. And then the other thing, like, we're mad at them for that. So like, here's the other things, like they're like really fucking up our country.
Yeah.
You know, like so like this is just an example. Like, so you know, like the George Floyd thing,
Yeah.
right? And the whole story about him. So
Yes,
3
sir,
things about
Steve.
George Floyd. So how did he find himself in that situation? Okay, number 1, he was using like a counterfeit 20, right? People are saying like China's flooded our country with like fake currency, right?
A lot of people though go to certain areas with fake money.
Okay,
Like,
but where does that money come from? That's what I'm saying.
No, but they know it's fake money. A lot of people know they have
Who?
fake money on them. People
The-
in general, a lot of
like-
people know they have fake money on
Okay, yeah, I'm saying, but like they didn't make it, right? China made it and they sent it here. Right? You get what I'm saying?
them. Yeah, okay, continue.
And then also, like, again, like, it's drugs, like fentanyl. I told you, China's flooding in opioids
Yeah.
to this country, right?
Yeah.
And then lastly, like, bro, just in these cities in general, like Minneapolis, like, you know, like Cleveland, Detroit, all of, like, really the Midwest, right? Like, all of these jobs are fleeing the Midwest, you know, so, like, you know, like manufacturing jobs, like car manufacturers and stuff to China. Right, so basically, like, and this is both in the white community and black community there, like, they've been really, like, fucked over by China in a lot of ways. And I'm thinking, like, you know, when we see all these things and, like, this, like, negative effect on society, bro, like, we should be, like, holding China accountable for this, right? Because we're basically letting this, like, dictatorship, in a way, like, do the same thing they're doing to these, like, African countries.
To us.
And to us, but
Yeah.
more slowly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, what do you think of that?
I think that they need beyond sanctions. Like, we're not just going to limit on stuff
He
they do
said
economically.
beyond sanctions.
Beyond sanctions. I'm saying everyone should take everything out of China. Every company that's in China, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's time to fuck them.
Yeah.
Nike could go to fucking Singapore. Apple could go to Thailand. Mexico could get like Crocs. Like
Mexico, yeah, Thailand.
a bunch of other countries
uh,
could take this labor that we're giving.
Yeah. Vietnam, even.
Vietnam,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
So
we fuck
what-
with Vietnam, bro?
No.
It's weird. Vietnam's like also like communist, like China is. Like it has a similar government. I feel like they're not as like brutal. They're not as like China's like low key like North Korea, right?
Yeah.
But like Vietnam, I feel like it's more like, I don't know. It's like not as like brutal. They're just kind of like, yeah.
it's because like they have less.
They have less. I feel like it's more. It's honestly like I feel like it's more like a East Asian like.
They be chilling in the water and stuff.
I was saying it's like kind of like East Asian, like Scandinavian country. You know how they're like socialist?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like a poor version of that,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Like a poor version where they're like communist/socialist, but like not really as much of like a dictatorship, and they're a lot like poorer. But I don't think they're not doing the stuff that like China's doing, where like, you know, they have these concentration camps and they have, you know, these like again they're invading Tibet, right? They're like, you know, doing this shit with Hong Kong. They have these like harvesting organs of political prisoners, like. As far as I know, that shit's not going on in Vietnam, but I also don't know enough. Like, this shit could totally be happening and being covered up.
Everywhere, not just Vietnam, not just
Motherfuckers
China.
get their
Yeah.
Here especially.
organs
Here's probably happening.
harvested everywhere.
That's definitely happening here.
Especially in Chicago. I already heard about that shit.
Remember that girl was like in the refrigerator or something? That was sicko.
That exposed all that shit, bro. That shit sent me through a loophole to figure out all that shit.
If it's like
to where
50K
shit started happening, and bro, even the fucking sheriff of that fool, like, he's a known organs, like, you digger.
If it's
Yeah.
$50K for like a kidney though, like I see why it's a thing, you know. But still, like I was saying,
That
like,
shit a thing over there.
I wouldn't trust like if Apple's like getting out of China.
Yeah.
I think Apple would have to go to like fucking Singapore or Thailand or Vietnam. Like we'd have to stick with like an Asian country. I don't think we could take Apple to like Mexico or like Colombia.
Bro, you could if you force them, man.
I don't know. I'm saying like I don't want like I want like Chinese people have been doing such a good job with the phones. We have to keep it in that region.
Yeah.
They've been balling. Why would we give like a completely different?
I think,
set
bro,
of
I think that
people?
like it would fundamentally change the, like, for example, like people will be using more like Samsungs and like other brands of phone and stuff. Like it would destroy Apple, but like we'd have more like competition in the phone market. Kind of like how, I don't know if you know this, they like broke up Standard Oil,
Yeah.
which used to be all the gas stations. Now we have like a bunch of different gas stations, but like maybe it's not as good service, it's more expensive, but like, you know, like we have a bunch of different options, not just Standard Oil. But I could see that happening.
I don't think any of them have the balls to do it though. I don't think they're gonna leave China. I feel like if they did, we'd hear stuff about it by now. They'd have done it. You think it's gonna? You think
No,
it's
I'm
gonna
saying
happen?
you need the government to do it.
Oh.
But at
okay,
the same
okay,
time,
okay,
I
okay.
also see Apple and these companies being broken up before. Like, I think Apple's going. Again, they're already trying to break up Google.
Do you think Nike would ever leave China? Nike always wants to be on the right side of history of shit, but I think for this, because I'm sure China's
Bro,
a huge
none of
market
these-
for Nike.
Sorry.
They would never want to leave.
Bro, here's the thing about these
Fuck
companies. Like,
Nike.
I don't think it's
Fuck
about being
Nike.
on the right side of history. I think that these. No,
I
wait.
think
let
Nike
me-
cares though.
I don't think they do, bro. Let me explain it to you. So I think that these companies are trying to like get people hooked on like social issues
Yeah.
and make them think that they're doing good things socially, so people ignore the like bad things they're doing economically. So for example, when people are only talking about like social issues, they're not going to be like, fuck Amazon, it's full of like Jeff Bezos has too much money, we need to like take money. They'll just be like, oh, Amazon is like, you know, like again, like on the social issue shit, so like, hey, they must be good, right? But they're also doing fucked up shit behind the scenes, so it's kind of to get people to like be off guard about the fucked up shit these companies are doing.
I can see how it could be used that way, but I really do believe it's so in 20 years they could be like, I was at the forefront of diversity. I was at the forefront of this. I was at the forefront of that.
Okay, but think about it like this.
That's
okay?
how
So,
they
like,
want to be seen though. They don't want to be seen as like the people who relate on diversity. That's why Google's like forcing that shit with everything.
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I didn't think about that shit. I really try my best not to think about like the crookedness of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Dead ass. Like the politics, all the behind the scenes shit. Like, of course I'm like, I know what's going on and shit, like, but like at the same time it's just, it's like, it's too depressing for me. It seems
Depressing,
like
it's a lot. Yeah,
it's too depressing.
yeah. Feel that, man. Well, what do you think overall? Like, yeah, what do you think the solution is with China then?
Everyone has to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Bro,
have
I
so
think
much.
that-
We have a lot of money in debt to them. Fuck it. We're actually
I
never
think
gonna
the
pay.
world. You need the world to team up against them.
Yeah.
You know, it
I
needs to
don't-
be almost like
Is it the world or just Europe and America? Really,
Europe and America.
that's really just it. We don't need South America. We don't need anyone else.
Yeah, but bro, you know, the thing is, with China is that and also like maybe India.
India for sure.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know what they're doing in India now? You know that like people in India are smashing like products that are made in China.
I had no idea.
They're like fuck India because they also like they got in a little battle. They're like fuck China.
No, they make a lot of shit in India too on some shit, huh?
Yeah, they do. And like before,
Give jobs to India. Shit.
here's the thing: before India was really like relying on China, but now like they're making a lot of things in India too. Like a lot of countries are getting shit made in India instead of China. And also like recently, like I think India's really mad at China over the coronavirus, and then India and China got into this battle on like their border. They got into like
Oh, I
battles.
heard about that
Yeah.
shit. Where
Exactly.
niggas died, like
20
23
guys died.
niggas
20
died,
Indians.
bro.
So all these like Indians are like fucking angry, and they're just smashing Chinese shit,
As they should.
smashing like made in China stuff, and they're burning pictures of Xi Jinping, like the leader of China.
Respect.
And like,
Damn, they been
bro,
cool
you
from
need to
back
see this.
then
It's
though.
like mobs,
Respect.
bro. It's like mobs of like like Indian guys, mostly like middle age or like young guys, and they just have like a made in China refrigerator, and they're just like smashing it, and a bunch of people stepping on it and shit, and then they set it on fire. Like that's going on everywhere, man. And like, yeah, it's so funny.
Dude, I'm out of touch with India, dude. I need to get back.
They should be
look,
pro-based.
all the Indian American shawties I know be on that shit, but just in America, like fuck the police, all cops are bastards, burning shit, like tagging shit, like yeah, all that shit. They just on that shit worldwide.
Did you hear about the shit with the NASCAR driver?
Yeah, when he was crying like the news.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that was.
And
now,
that's sicko, bro.
Now they're saying like it was just a rope that was put there for
They
like
said
a
it was
door
a
or
pulley,
something.
and it was there for like a year.
Yeah.
Right. I told my dad, I'm like, is this some Jussie Smollett shit? He's like,
It's like
nah,
some
bro.
Jussie shit. No, I don't think it was some Jussie shit because that means Bubba Wallace was like the forefront of it. I really do think it was someone in his team to like fire him up.
Yeah,
They're just like, dog, you're gonna go out there and win
I'm
this
like,
fucking
Dad,
race.
is this some Jussie Smollett shit? He's like, nah, bro, this real. I'm like, are you sure? Bro?
Or NASCAR set that up too. Do you think they could have done it?
No, because it looks bad for them.
I think it makes them look good.
It makes them look good for them to be like,
We
stand with you.
Yeah, it's like we fuck with black people. It's like we
And
can't
then-
stand
so
this
even
shit.
though it's
I didn't
fake,
even know there was a black NASCAR driver until that moment.
Tell him. He's like their
He's
tiger
like
now.
the
Come
only
on.
one, right? He's like the only
I
one.
think he's the only one.
And then he gets a
Wait.
dub? What the
no,
fuck?
he didn't. He came 14th.
That's a dub with NASCAR shit, I think.
Nah.
Right?
He's like middle
I
of the
don't know.
pack.
I
I think
don't
there's like
watch
28 people. I think he's like middle of the pack.
Wait, so you're saying so basically what you're saying is that NASCAR like it makes even though it's fake, they're like, hey, but we did like deal with it right away.
Yeah. Like we did
Okay,
the proper
so,
things.
yeah.
And it's like to make us be like, okay, NASCAR is not just for Hicks. It's not
Yeah,
just for
yeah,
rednecks
that
and
makes
Hicks,
sense,
you know?
yeah.
Nah, bro,
I
black
think-
people are
oh.
Hicks too. Don't get it fucked up.
I think NASCAR would be a dope sport if it was like 25 laps.
What?
If NASCAR was like 25 laps, I think it'd be a dope ass sport.
Yeah.
Because it would be like a sprint kind of. And
Yeah.
you could do like multiple races in
Yo,
a
but
day.
that's true. Like black people are Hicks too. Like people like don't get like I
The
feel like
Chappelle skit.
what?
Yeah.
I feel like southern black people are like very different from like northern, like California and
Even
like
Western
New York.
black
you know?
people.
Western.
Like my grandma from like Mississippi, not from there, but like she moved out here when she was a teen, but she still got that twang. Like there was like the black people we got out here now are like immigrants from that.
Yeah,
Like
of
they
course.
came from like that
From
area.
the south,
like,
you're saying.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Arkansas, like Mississippi, all that
Louisiana
shit.
shit.
Yeah, all that shit.
Exactly. And like I feel like if you go to the south, like more like black people there fuck with like NASCAR and like things like that. you know?
Yeah. all
I feel like they're aware. I don't know if they fuck with it. You never see a black person at a NASCAR event.
And they probably don't go to the events, but like
They different type of Hicks,
Yeah.
bruh. It's not like that. It's
Yeah.
like they probably originated the culture on some shit.
bro, they did, bro. They did.
They were speed racing, you're saying? Like
Not
speed
even
carry?
that, bro.
you're saying-
Hick
you're saying
culture,
hick-
bro.
no,
Oh,
bro, there's
feel
a
me?
book, bro. There's a
Okay.
book about this actually. It's called like black rednecks and white.
Yeah, the Huckleberry Finn shit, bro.
Yeah, wait, let me look this
What was
up.
what was the black guy's name? Jim?
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
Yo, wait, let me
N-word,
look.
hard
This is
R.
actually a cool book.
Our English teacher would say it every time hard R. And she was like the whitest lady ever. She was like a 46-year-old white lady. Who,
Picture me walking in and like,
Oh, yo, check
And she
this
was
out.
like,
yo, so this
"Guys,
book,
this is
Black Rednecks and White Liberals by Thomas Sowell.
oh, shout out Thomas Sowell.
Yeah, Thomas. You know
It's not
Thomas
my
Sowell?
guy, but shout out
So
Thomas
basically,
Sowell. I
what
think
his
I've
like
heard the
his
name.
thesis of this is that like basically like black people started like the redneck culture, and then like white people like took it from them.
Wasn't he from the South?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in from Stanford now though. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
professor at Stanford.
bro,
But
you.
he's old as fuck,
At this
too, right?
point, I just assume that shit. Like anything that's like,
Anything white people do, like they stole black person swag.
yeah, I just assume that shit at this point.
Doesn't even matter.
Because
what
I've
it
been
is.
grown up to just believe that. For real. For
It-
real.
But then
the whack shit, too.
he's also saying that
Whack
like
shit. It don't matter.
I have
All
a
the
hot
shit.
take. I think breakdancing's super whack.
he's whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Bro.
white people do it
That's
now.
why
We
white-
don't.
Bro, breakdancing
mouth.
is like original hip hop stuff. You know?
Yeah,
Like you can't,
exactly,
you
that's
can't
why
like
it kinda
disrespect the
sucks.
original culture. You know?
Kind of sucks. You're
Yo,
spitting on your head, dude. Sick.
You're hating. You could never. Bro, little Uzi Vert can break dance.
So.
That's kind of weird.
Bro,
That's wild.
bro, you can't disrespect the original
Just
like,
did.
innovators.
Just did.
I don't
Rappers
know, bro.
delight-
How do you
how
feel
do you-
about the hip hop? The
Rappers
hip,
delight
the
to
hip
suck
into
a
the hip
dick.
hip hop.
I-
You don't stop the rocket to
Hey,
the bang
look,
bang.
I
you don't
think
stop
that
the
they were
rocket
like
to
they
the
were like
bang.
one of the worst of that era, but you also have to give them credit for like.
That was the first of that
Yeah,
era,
it was the
though.
first. They-
No. But you know,
we talked
no.
about
I'm
this,
saying
yeah.
people made rap before it was recorded. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
of
like
course,
that was the
of
first
course,
song,
of course.
but they were that was the first song. But they were like people would like perform rap at like local clubs and stuff or local like block parties
Yeah,
before
like
then.
Nas at the backyard.
Exactly,
barbecue.
bro. So
Back
they
at the
said that like they said that like the,
Back at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang was like they were like the most like mainstream. Like other like rappers of the era like hated on them because they were like the most mainstream. So of course they were the one that had the first like record, you know.
Like me.
So
I hate on all the rappers.
Fuck Jack Harlow. I said shout out to Jack Harlow earlier. Changed my mind. Fuck Jack Harlow.
I thought she had the Vegetas on.
I thought you were gonna say something else. You
You
started
seen the
with
Vegetas?
I haven't.
wait, is it a shoe?
Adidas came out with the whole Dragon Ball Z line.
How do you feel about that?
I liked the
I
shoes.
fuck with that.
Really? Actually, I remember these shoes now. I'm pretty sure Nico
They were
sent
good
them to me.
shoes, all of
Yeah,
them.
I'm pretty sure you got some of them. And I made fun of them because I'm fucked.
The Vegetas were good.
Oh fuck, dude.
I was
what
gonna
is
say
going on?
Mewtwo's, but
Shout out
like
to Mewtwo's.
Mewtwo's Pokemon.
Oh, the
Right?
the guy who looks like Mewtwo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Speaking of
that
Mew-
colorway, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, how come everyone's getting Me Too right now?
They are?
Dude, a lot of people are getting Me Too lately.
Bro, I feel like it's done. Since
Nah,
Biden.
dude. I feel like this is gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I don't know how to say this. I think white people got tired about black people being the victim, so they're like, "Fuck it, it's my turn now." Crystalia, you raped me. Justin Bieber, you raped me.
Oh, so you're saying that's what Me Too is about?
Yeah, I think they're coming. I think they're coming back. I think we're gonna see a resurgence.
There's
of
just
Me
a
Too's.
whole like.
Wait, what?
There's a whole white guilt going on. First of all, let me just say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you can continue what you're saying. I just wanted to say that.
Wait, so I want to say like you say
It's
wait,
true though. It's facts.
okay,
It's
you know how,
kinda
like,
gross,
You know how,
gross.
like,
It's gross.
You know how like Biden got Me Too'd?
Yeah,
I felt like that was the end because like people like.
it's back, dude.
You think so?
We're gonna see a whole nother run of Me Too's this summer. The people
Really?
that didn't come out, they're coming out.
Well, I feel like they just wanna like keep something going. Like they need to keep like a media. There needs to be some sort of movement or something.
There's
You know,
always
like-
gonna be guys doing creep shit,
Yeah.
and there's always gonna be girls that get the creep shit on them. So it's always gonna come out from now on.
Okay, but no, I mean it's different
it's
because here's the
documented.
thing: like that happens, but when it's Me Too, it's a very specific case. It's a high profile. It's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
You know, like it's something that you could easily make a story out of, right?
Yeah.
You know, Me Too. It's not like covering like the average Joes.
Yeah.
You know, and like Jills that
Yeah.
like, you know, so.
Kind of though now, kind of, sort of. There's like a thing going around where it's like if people were saying like if I follow any abuser, DM me and I'll follow them right now.
Yeah.
Did you see Billie Eilish did that and she had like 0 following?
400 million like bitches did that.
So like people are starting to out the average Joes.
Not that. Bro. All right, now that shit.
And as they should do that, honestly. Like if you know physical.
As
if
they
you know
should do
abuser-
that. As they should do that. But like. I mean, of course, a shorty got a different perspective on this, but like,
Yeah, I can't relate.
it's hard to like know when you're associated with that, bro.
Yeah.
Because
for
that's
sure.
a whole like not everyone knows about everyone's sexual life.
You don't see them in
feel
that
me?
light. You know, you don't see them. I don't see you talk to girls.
You feel
You know,
me?
I don't know how you are. I would see you talk. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you are around other people. So like when people like they knew about how his behavior, like I didn't know his behavior.
Exactly.
Shit, crazy.
Like the people that probably talk to Crystalia often, they're like, dude, you were fucking a 17-year-old, or talking to a
Who's
17-year-old.
Chris D'Elia?
Crystalia is a comedian.
Oh, is he the guy with the long hair?
Yeah.
And wasn't he on like a Snapchat or something? And
Yeah.
Wasn't he on TV?
There
when he
was-
Bro,
got,
my nigga, Bro, in that one show?
That was him and
Wasn't he portrayed to be fucking with a younger shorty?
Yeah, he was drugging the younger
Nigga,
girl.
that's sick.
Yeah.
And he was actually doing that, you're saying?
Yeah. He wasn't drugging them.
Netflix be on some shit, bro. I'm not even gonna say no more shit about
He
this,
did that
bro.
in a different show also. In a different show, he was also a sexual predator. Like
he
2
just
shows.
built like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like niggas in the industry knowing niggas typecast niggas as that as a joke.
Screenshot Snapchats.
Yeah. You saw that clip?
That was crazy.
It was there's a clip of them talking about like a teacher molesting. It was on a podcast.
Wait, what about Joe Rogan? Aren't people mad at Joe Rogan for something?
It's because he talks shit about Biden.
About what?
About Biden.
Really?
Yeah. He said Biden's like...
But he's been saying that for months.
Because he's telling the truth, dude. I don't listen to Joe Rogan like that, but like, he's telling the truth. Joe Biden's like borderline autistic at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like...
He's an old man, dude. He was a fucking prisoner of war, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, look, like...
He's been through some shit.
I saw something where, like, on CNN, they're like, you know, like... on CNN, someone said, like, oh, Joe Biden's, like, a flawed candidate. And they weren't saying he was bad. They're just like, oh, he's flawed. And then, like, a bunch of people got mad. They're like, yo, like, why are you talking shit about Biden? And then, like, I saw someone comment on YouTube that they're like, what's so wrong with saying he's flawed? Like, if he was a perfect candidate, he would have won in 1988, the first time he ran, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course he's flawed. Like, he has some flaws. And, like, we should be able to talk about that. Like,
if he was a perfect candidate, he would have ran right after Obama. He wouldn't have sat out. He'd have been like, yo, it's fucking... Obama did his shit. I'm gonna do my shit now.
Well, also that's because like he was dealing with his son's death. So.
You think that's really why?
Yeah, probably.
I think he would have gotten the sympathy vote if his son was dead and he ran for president still.
Nah, but he probably actually like, bro, he probably couldn't have. It wasn't the time. He didn't want to be running campaign.
What was his son? His son had a cool name, right?
Bo.
Yeah. Bo Biden. Yeah. That's a hard name.
Bo Biden is wild. R.I.P. Bo Biden.
Well, you know about the thing with his Hunter Biden, right? That like his Hunter Biden. So the one that died, Bo Biden, his wife, is like dating Hunter Biden, like the other son now. Do you know about that?
That's sick.
So like, yeah, so like the son that died, like the
Do they look alike?
I think so.
That's sick.
So like Hunter Biden's macking on his dead brother's like wife. Like
that was probably like for like 20 years or 10 years. He's probably like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this bitch one day.
Well, I hear that like Robert Kennedy was trying to do the same thing to Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you're a goofy and you're around a girl for a long time, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. No.
You think Joe's gonna die though, realistically, before the election? I think
he's healthy.
Really?
He's physically healthy. He's just not like very mentally healthy. But I think being physically healthy, like that's the bigger.
I fear in a debate, Trump's just gonna be killing him, and then out of nowhere, we're just gonna see Joe Biden fall. He's just gonna have a heart attack or a stroke just in the middle of a debate. I don't know if he has like the mental aptitude.
Look, the thing is like he's definitely like a puppet. Like he's definitely being like.
Just smile and be old.
Yeah. I mean, like he's being told what to do by like people around him.
Shout out Obama.
Like, yeah. I don't know, man. It's yeah.
What if like they ask him a question and then he's like, "Shout out President Barack Obama," and everyone just claps and he's like, "That's his answer."
That's me as president.
So Cleve, what are you gonna do about, the $48 billion trillion we owe to China? Shout out Dave Chappelle. Shout out Lil B. Vote for me. Then they just walk away.
That's what Trump did, bro. That's what they got.
Who do you think his VP is gonna be?
I have no idea. I think it's gonna have to be someone probably black. I think he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Is Jamal Harris the nigga from New Jersey?
No, that's the guy. What's the guy's name? The guy that was fucking Rosario Dawson.
With what?
What's the guy's name?
Who did what?
The light-skinned black guy. He's kind of fat.
Bald from not kind of fat from New Jersey.
Cory Booker.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Fuck
I've heard
Booker.
Cory Booker he has like an open carry license.
Yeah.
And he carries a gun around everywhere.
Yeah.
that's kind of like that's interesting. Like you wouldn't expect that from him, you know?
I think he's like low-key FBI, CIA type guy.
Yeah, bro. I know some shit about him.
Bro, he's just like weird. Like he's like
It's a weird
like
guy.
It's interesting. Like it's funny.
He had a high-profile celebrity relationship just to build up like his own.
Oh, who is it again?
Rosario Dawson.
Oh, from Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't think it's still happening, but that was like a thing when he was running for something.
Bro, look. I could say some shit that I don't even want to say about that nigga.
Dude, I told him I'd give him a hot 16. I might Discord book it one day.
The FBIs will be on my ass.
We don't want that.
Fuck 12.
This again.
Honestly, you're good at a tree at this point.
These guys.
But like that tree right there, you'd be straight.
I don't want to offend you.
I'm a tree type of guy. I don't know about you.
You
I'm a piss risker, you know.
You are a
Risk pisser? Piss risker.
Dave's hot chicken type of guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna come clean. That's how you're gonna come from. That's how you're really gonna come from.
You saw how long it took for me to think of what that place was called? I'm like, you are a... What is that place called? What's that place called? Dave's hot chicken.
I've never been offended at anything you've said to me, but now I'm offended, Cleve. I'm very mad. That you said
Bro,
that.
every time I drive past Dave's hot chicken, I'm like, it's always a type of nigga waiting outside, and none of them are black.
Yeah. It's either like a brown guy, and they're dressed exactly the same.
And they all looking down at their phone like, damn, where's this shit at?
It's been 25 minutes, man.
They about to wait another 25. I can imagine.
In masks.
In masks. Outside. In their car across the street.
I've
like,
only
where's
gone
my
to
dude's
places
home?
where I don't have to wait.
Same.
I haven't had to wait.
Yeah, me neither.
Fuck waiting, dog. Dude.
I'm mad that we missed out on that
What?
that little carnival they had on our block.
Oh, yeah, the concert?
No, on
What?
Hollywood. The Black Lives Matter protest.
Oh, yeah, I was busy that day.
Yeah,
Couldn't-
I was at my
couldn't attend.
grandma's house. I came by that shit. I saw a lot of things.
See, the thing is, I'm not trying to get a ting at a Black Lives Matter protest. It's not my vibe.
Me neither.
I'm not that level sicko.
I'm not that level sicko, but it's sicker for them to all have Black Lives Matter in their bio and be hunting me. You know? Is it not?
I can't relate to be the hunted in that scenario. You know?
They
I don't
hunting
know.
you, boy, bro. All got the same bio.
See, the thing is, are you mad at that?
I'm mad at it. Cause the prophet told me.
These white devils, man. These fucking white devils.
No. Let me chill. Nah, dead ass, bro. No, I don't like to be hunted, bro. Cause I know they disappear when I don't give them, you feel me, the classic rundown.
What's the classic rundown?
What they want to hear.
Oh.
Hey, Black Lives Matter.
I reposted this meme 18 times.
And when I hit them with the no shit Black Lives Matter, they're like,
Don't you see me living, bitch? Don't you see me living?
They're like, no shit Black Lives Matter. They're like, really?
Dude,
Since when? I just found out. You know?
I feel like, man, I don't want to say this. I think I'd say it.
Say it.
If you're like Asian Russian mix, hypothetically speaking, and you
They got a
post
lot of
like
those.
5 memes
They got
a day,
Asian Chinese over there. I mean, Chinese Russian.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're like one of them and you're posting like 5-6 memes a day about Black Lives Matter, but then like the next thing you post is like you playing with a dog at like some random white person's house, what are you doing by reposting 5 times about?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen that. I've seen
that so much, you have no idea.
bro, I have seen nothing but Black Lives Matter posters. Bitches not even posting pictures of themselves anymore.
Yeah. When do you think it's gonna change? Like July?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I mean, the black bitches are posting pictures of themselves. Not the bitches, the black women.
What about the
My
guilt-
strong queens.
I'm saying the guilty ones.
Oh, you're saying is that gonna change?
Like, do you think the girls that are posting like all these memes right now about Black Lives Matter, like what day do you think they're gonna start posting themselves in a bikini again?
When there's another like issue to be like passionate about.
That they don't give a fuck about?
Yeah.
Like what though?
And then they'll just do a picture of bikini with
Transgender
it.
people.
I'm saying like July 4th
Bro, just
weekend.
think about it. Like, remember at one point, like something like remember like Pray for Paris.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
yeah.
that was like a big thing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and then it just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? They're like there's always like
I've never prayed for them.
What was the West Side Gun shit? Something in Paris? Damn, I forgot.
Niggas in Paris.
I already
is
forgot what
all
it was.
I know. But no, I never prayed for Paris.
Never prayed for Paris either.
Because I never felt like
I wasn't
Your
connected with
post
them.
shouldn't entice me to pray for somebody.
Pray for myself.
If I gotta, exactly, I pray for like
Pray for my fucking family.
those who I know. You think in biblical times they was praying? I mean, I'm sure they was
They
praying
had no
for
idea.
the world.
Bro, they had no idea what was going on in India
Exactly.
and fucking France.
So
They found out 2 weeks later.
for me to be just
If they found out.
pirated by the world's trauma, bro. I can't take all the world's
It's too
trauma.
much
in,
trauma.
bro.
Yeah.
It's too much chaos.
I got family trauma that I gotta deal with.
Right.
Yeah, speaking of trauma, dude.
Pray for Paris. Pray for all the bitches that need to be prayed for. Pray for swag that it lives forever. That's all I pray for.
Which swag though? There's many swags like.
My swag live forever. But yeah, this nigga is a Dave's Hot Chicken type of nigga.
Don't say. He said that to me when you were gone.
What's Dave's hot chicken?
He knows it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Dave's hot chicken?
Milton. You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. Coming from me, you don't want to know.
A waste of 15 hots.
15. It's like you wait like 50 minutes for disappointment.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
It's like
2 minutes away.
yeah.
So you waited for 50 minutes and it was bad. It was horrible.
We didn't wait 50 minutes, but we waited like.
Not enough minutes for it to
Yo,
be
you check out
good.
this chick here in like the red, like set of bikini or something. She's wearing like red, like sports bra or something. You see that?
Nothing sees the things from a distance.
Honestly, one slept on is the fucking husky one.
The what?
Slept on ting with the husky.
Which one?
Ah, short haired thing.
Yeah.
I feel you.
She's the slept on flowy dress, you know.
Weird ting.
Enough
I didn't know you
objectifying
fucked with
women.
weird ting shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I said slept on one. I didn't say I'd pursue. I said slept on. I said
She
slept
is
on.
weird. You know I
She's
fuck with weird. You know I seen that. I wouldn't say nothing. I'd be like, ooh, okay. Weird things. But nah.
Yeah, man. No, I don't objectify women, man. That's,
You guys just were.
Whoa.
You guys just were.
yeah, I mean that's.
You guys just were.
What does that even mean, bro?
Good. Good, Khalif.
To objectify a woman is what?
We objectify Sweetie
Oh,
all
to
the
make
time.
her an object?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We objectify Sweetie all the time.
Who?
Sweetie.
All the time.
Who's Sweetie?
Quavo from the Migos' girlfriend.
Yeah. Her last song do piss me off.
All of her songs piss me off, goddammit.
Her 3 songs.
She's the
realistically.
definition of
Re-rocking swag.
she's the definition of your
No
girl
time
don't
swag.
gotta do what you do.
But
Shawty just exists.
She was
be
doing it
mine and exist. You don't gotta do what I do. You don't have to try to be me. I'm Quavo from the Migos. Did you know that? Did you know that you don't have to do anything? Did you know that you could just sit somewhere else
But their
and
music's
not
so
try to make
different.
music?
Their music's so different though.
But she doesn't have to make music. You know?
It's her passion, dog.
It's not her passion.
Dude, she
It's
rap
her
for J.
want.
Cole.
Wait, you're saying she does?
She
it
rap
just
for
'cause
J.
like,
Cole,
she kinda
dog.
has to. Like,
She
she-
does it because she wants to.
She did it before
But she's
Quavo
bad.
though. She sucks. She's horrible.
She did it before.
I mean, bro, that
Quavo.
was like
yeah,
all.
Icy Girl was, or whatever that song was called.
Where was she at? She was in one of the drinking crews.
No. Remember that song? Like, search Icy right now or something. Icy Sweetie.
Bro,
It was the song that sounded like a '90s song. It sounded like a Puff Daddy song, but it's her.
Bro,
You've 100% heard
It
this song.
sounds like a '90s like P Diddy.
Yeah. But it's like her. It's her.
Bro, I
She
mean,
kind of sucks.
It's the same thing with all of Prince's girls. He would like make them make music.
2017.
And, like,
That's
Yeah.
not nowhere before
That's,
Quavo.
that's before she was fucking Quavo.
But I'm talking about Migos.
Oh, okay.
She probably did this to get with Quavo.
Wait, let me
She
hear
like, oh my god, I think he looking at me. Think of that, bro.
But she was
She was
rapping
fucking with
before.
Quavo a little bit before this.
In like 2015-ish, she rapped for J. Cole. I remember J. Cole told that story.
I don't know the song.
100%.
horrible.
You heard that song.
Oh, that
18,000%
does
you
kinda
heard that
sound
I
song.
heard the original.
You heard that song though.
I heard the
That's-
original.
She's just stealing swag and just re-rocking it.
Bro, she sounded like she recorded it like this. With this mic.
Yeah.
That's how I be doing my shits.
Respect.
Well, bro, I mean, I think that like again, Prince would do the same thing with all his girls. You know, he would like make them make music, and like they always had no talent,
Bro.
and like
The fucking, what's their names? The group he had. The Shardys.
the
They had the song. Oh my god, I'm about to play that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is the best
Are you
song
talking about
ever.
Sex Shooter
Nah, bro, the girls he had for the
Oh.
movie, bro.
in Purple Rain.
Yep, the girls. Prince girls.
I don't know if that's
Bro,
gonna.
I think it was Sex Shooter was the song.
No, look. It was a nasty song like that. Yeah, Vanity 6.
Vanity 6, right?
Yeah, bro. This song is crazy. My dad be playing
What
this
song
shit.
is
Nasty girl.
Oh, this sounds crazy.
This
Yeah.
song is nuts. There's like 6 versions with 6 different bitches that made it.
I had no
He's like,
idea.
all right, get in the stew and make nasty girl.
many
He gets another bitch. He's like, all right, I think I want you to get in the stew and make nasty girl.
Bro, so you know,
He gets like
like
6
these-
more bitches. He's like, I think I have a song for
You
you.
think that was his way to finesse? Just like, yeah.
Bro, these people had like
That's
no
so
talent.
gross.
Bro, they had no talent.
Bro, look,
and
the
he just
bitches
made
in
them,
the video not singing the song.
Like, he was just leveraging his power.
She's just a
a.
pretty face for this
Yeah.
shit. And the bitches around don't say shit. And then they got other videos with different bitches. Like,
Yo, Me Too is wild because like it's like this executive leveraging their power to fuck like hot actresses, but like leveraging powers always happen in every position as some way, shape, or form. In some way or another,
Not the
someone's
fucks,
always
though.
Not, yeah.
kind of though.
But well,
look,
I mean, yes.
in that case, sometimes it's a case where in that case,
Yeah, it's
there's
against
a
your
mutual
will.
attraction. You feel me? Even
yeah.
if it was like manipulated attraction, you feel me? It's like you still feel that way about that person, even if like they manipulated you to feel that way. You feel
It's
me?
only weird though. You're 100% right. It's only weird though to me
Because
like,
I've been tricked by shawties multiple times.
when like your career, your livelihood's on the line, and it's like do you want to live or not? Then yeah, it's fucked up. But girls always leverage like their power against other people too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a girl's never gonna wait outside of a club.
A
hot
girl is
girl's
a
never
master
gonna wait outside of a club.
seducer. You feel me? Like,
Bro, Joe Rogan talks about this.
He did?
Have you seen that
A
video? where
woman
he's like,
is
the power
10
is, like,
steps
the power of all
ahead.
women have over ugly men.
100
Yeah.
mil, bro. 100 million steps ahead every time, bro.
Yeah.
So whereas like even if we feel this way, they know we gonna feel this way. They knew we was gonna feel this way 10 years ago, type shit. Like they've been known. They like they're not that their job is to read us. It's like it's just in their fucking existence to know what the fuck is going on with us. Like they gotta know that to like survive. And even like to the point where you're saying like we gotta know that to
Bro, I
survive.
feel
to
like
where
they don't know
when we
it.
do it, it comes off like not rapey, but like assaulty.
I
or
think it's because
like,
we have rapey
Bro,
individuals.
what I'm
doing
saying
it.
though is like I think that like they
like
don't.
Ian Connor.
I feel like they
You
don't
know what
know
I'm
it.
saying?
I feel like they don't
Fuck, I
know it
should've
as
said
much as
that
they
too.
could.
Ian Connor might fuck me up.
Yo, so I'm saying like women don't know it, like they don't take advantage as much as they could. Like they don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like if they did know more, like they could leverage.
It's because
like,
they don't want to be
bruh,
labeled a whore.
hella
That's
more.
look.
You know?
We're
They
So
don't
I
want
think
to
that,
be
I think
labeled-
they don't know. Like
To
you don't
comment
even
on
have
that, bro.
pretty
To
girls
comment
know.
on that. To comment on that. That's like the shawties. Like it depends on who you're around.
Yeah.
Cause the shawties our age, bro, are not hip to like their power, not their power, but like what they're able to do yet. You feel me?
Right.
I've only come across a few shawties that really like
Understand that shit.
understand what the fuck they got. You feel me? It's like I can get money out of this, and this without trying.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
To whereas like a male don't even know how to get money out of that shit.
Right.
Like it's like how do I even get money? What the fuck?
Bro,
You
doesn't
feel
even know
me?
how to make money with a PhD or like
Yeah,
a degree.
yeah.
Literally, but they could get money with coochie images
Yeah.
and titty images.
Yeah.
It's a Zuvi.
Yeah.
Dude, all they have to do is like, yo, someone send me money, and then someone will send her money.
Someone send me money,
I mean,
bro.
or
I've been
like
checking
at
it
the
with
club,
an.
you know, at the bar.
I've been
you know,
checking
like,
it with a shorty that's a 6, a shorty that's a 5, that's like scrolling through Tinder, getting niggas to send her bread for just existing.
It's crazy.
They never have to pay for drinks. They never have to wait in lines.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of. I'm sure that you get pulled over.
Yeah.
You just look at the cop. Hey, come on.
They'll be like a.
Yeah, they're gonna get let
Yeah.
go.
Bro, I done got saved by the cops just for being with a white woman for real.
Really?
Yeah, just being like
They pull you
she was
over?
in the
Yeah.
she was in the passenger side panic.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's
Oh,
good
shit.
to chill. I was just on some like beyond chill shit. Like, yeah, officer, what? Here. I was following your lead, bro. Back because that was after like that shit happened with you, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, what would Milton do in this moment? I just gotta be chill on some shit. I just gotta be like, yeah, because I was looking for my ID, and he was like, you don't have your ID? You don't have your ID? Are you serious right now? I'm like, give me one moment, sir. Bloop, 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 bloop. Shawty's like, it's right there, it's right there. I'm like, fuck nigga. And I wasn't even high, I was just tired on some shit.
I lose my ID in my car all the time. I never know where it is.
Yeah. But nah, he looked at my shit, he's like, okay. And Shawty, who was with me, like, she didn't have her ID on her, so she gave the officer her sister's ID. And she was panicking off that shit. She was like, Oh my god, I'm frowning.
Wait, where was this?
Fucking Burbank, like 5 minutes that way.
So right near here.
Yeah, and they don't fuck with black people.
I think Burbank.
They're pretty racist
Simi,
over there.
Simi Valley, I think, is the worst.
Simi and Burbank, bro.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with black people.
Simi Valley, bro.
You know, have you heard the conspiracy that like there's a lot more fireworks going on right now?
Because the
Fireworks?
police are giving them out.
Sorry, fireworks?
Yeah.
Look, this is what's going down. The police
Oh,
are
bro,
giving.
I have, in
Yeah.
Berkeley.
The police
No,
are giving them
everywhere.
out so they can
around the
like.
country.
So the police have given them out so they can amp up the laws on them shit. So they can have more situations where they can
Really?
take motherfuckers.
I heard it was like they want people to get annoyed because police could stop those. You know, like police are
Bro,
letting
it's
them
about the
happen. They're not
people
even
they're
tripping.
giving them to, and like, bro, I told you about back in the day where like there was a conspiracy that they leave guns in the alley in Chicago.
No,
bro.
yeah, that's a fact.
You feel me? So it's like that, to where it's like they set it up to where there's more opportunities to like get at motherfuckers, bro.
Bro, in Berkeley, like, I would hear fireworks every night. It was crazy.
Bro.
Like this recently.
When I'm
like,
on my
last
roof,
month.
like towards that way is like where all the Hispanics live. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
they all be over there.
Like deeper in the valleys,
yeah.
that's where the fireworks come
Bro,
from.
I look this way, no fireworks. But I look
Facts.
this way.
Bro, I've heard,
not
like,
wrong at
I would
all.
hear, like, 5 in a
when,
row.
when I look that way too, where I'm at,
Yeah,
there's
bro.
fireworks there. It's never the other side.
They're just like, bro,
same.
and shits that you would see at the fucking like show, bro.
yeah, like a 4th of July, but like
Bill,
yeah.
I would hear like 5, 6 in a row, and they would always, because there's North Berkeley, which is like really bougie, and there's South Berkeley, which is more like, you know, like working class, and
Yeah.
like in some parts are actually like ghetto, you know.
Yeah.
And like, bro, the fireworks always be from like South Berkeley, like six in a row.
Yeah, it's
like
wild.
that, exactly like that.
Literally,
what
all
the
It's not
fuck,
just
bro, at
California. It's like
the
every
moment
state.
it gets dark.
Yeah, bro. And at first I thought it was gunshots, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
The
Because sometimes you do
moment
hear
it gets
gunshots in
dark.
Berkeley,
Yeah.
but
And it's always like the same times also. It's like as soon as 9 p.m. hits.
The moment it gets dark, a shade of dark.
Yeah.
Yep, let's let them off. Like I remember, bro, because I
'em
remember
go,
even
boys.
being, because look in the hood, I remember back in the day they would have like corners where like just like they got taco trucks, they would have a truck with fireworks. Anywhere,
But
at
wouldn't
the
it-
donut spot,
but
at
wouldn't
the
it
chicken
just
spot,
be-
at the fucking bruh.
yeah.
It'd be year
anywhere.
round.
Huh?
Or it would be year round or just summer.
Nah, when this shit approaching.
Okay, yeah,
But around here they don't have that.
yeah.
Yeah, and you know that they also like, you know that like fireworks are like legal in other states. They're not legal in California. So for example, like if you go to other states, you'll have like giant fireworks shops where you can just buy fireworks. They don't have them here. So like, how are these people getting it? You know? Like,
No, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Like in the hood,
they would have
growing
trucks.
up,
Yeah.
they have trucks at the fucking Big Lots, at the grocery store, at the fucking wherever.
But they don't have them anymore. You're saying? Or they just
They don't have
in
them
this
here.
area? Yeah.
They don't have them here. I'm saying like
How are they
South
getting them
LA,
here?
like
Yeah.
Inglewood.
Yeah.
I'm saying South LA, Inglewood, all that shit. Like
Right.
not Silmar, but like where
City.
Absol's from. Carson.
Carson.
Bro, Carson, they got a lot of fireworks.
Yeah.
Carson, they got a lot of fireworks. Cause I used to go over there with like, I got fam over there, and like that's where I used to celebrate a lot of my 4th of July.
And they're illegal fireworks, right? So that's why they arrest people for it. You're saying?
I'm saying the ones they got now are illegal. I'm
Yeah.
saying the ones that I've seen back then were like the civil ones, like
Right,
poppers and
right.
like
Yeah, yeah, I
little
get
shit
what
that
you're
will
saying,
barely go up.
Yeah.
But the ones I'm seeing now over
They're
there
like,
are
they
going
shoot
all the
the-
way
yeah,
up
okay.
in like
Yeah.
a show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To whereas like where they getting those?
It's not little shit. It's like big boy works.
And it's like they not practicing for the shows because they've been practicing for 3 months.
It's just in the street. Just random places in the street.
Bro, let's see 4th of July. You know?
Bro,
It's gonna be insane.
They finna be like shooting guns. They're practicing for that.
Damn dog.
I'm hungry as fuck. I can't even lie.
We have
Yo,
like
should we
16%
try to
left.
should we try to mob this cannabis cafe?
What's that?
Bro, there's this new
Are you talking about Lowe's or the other one?
Lowe's.
Oh, okay.
Have you been there yet?
No, we haven't gone.
I don't know if it's open, but like if it's open, like would you guys be down to mob?
I mean, yeah. I've never been, so like I'd go. I'd see what it is. But
Hey, let me call them. Let me call them up and see if they're like.
live on the show, calling Lowe's.
Huh?
Do you want to call Jaden? Can I talk to him? Or can I have Jaden's number?
number.
Dang.
Jaden Smith.
You want to know? I had his number on my motherfucking government phone. I was broke then, bro.
You didn't transfer the number over?
Nah, I don't live like that.
new phone, new numbers.
Yeah. He calling. That's the thing. He calling the blank number probably salty. I'm not giving a fuck.
Yeah, what if like he sees Jay's like, you know what, fuck Khalif. I've texted him 100
I
times.
seen him and he was like, "Fuck Khalif. Let's air it out."
You see the thing about
niggas be
Drake and
hating,
Chubbs?
bro. What?
Speaking of people hating, you see Drake and Chubbs?
They're beefing now?
No, they're beefing with Swizz Beatz.
I heard about that.
Because Swizz Beatz like, I'll pistol whip you or something.
Yeah, because Swizz Beatz said them niggas don't move like that or something.
Yeah. I think Drake is, though.
Drake moves
I
like
think
that.
Drake's moving like that.
Drake's moving like that.
Ask Kanye. Drake's moving like that.
But the question is, niggas don't really know how I'm moving. That is sicko. I'm just kidding. I'm not moving no type of way.
We're not moving at all.
Yeah. I might be moving.
Yeah? Where are you moving?
Norway. Nah, dead ass. I might move to Europe.
That'd be hard.
The moment this Corona shit clears, it just gets locked over there. Imagine.
I can't see you in the cold.
No. I'm just saying somewhere else in Europe. Venice?
Spain. You go to España?
What's that?
España? I did it with a list, but España?
Bro,
You go to like fucking...
I'm not gonna lie. Air me out on the podcast,
Bro,
but
go
I'm
to
spending this
Mallorca.
government money on a trip somewhere.
Stimulus.
Bro, I still got that shit.
Miami installment.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't fucking...
Didn't
my
get
mom
it.
applied.
What?
I don't think I got it.
Bro, I'm getting more after that shit.
Really?
Yes, Sirski, bro.
Yeah, I think there are 2 rounds, right?
I don't know,
There are 2
dude.
checks.
I didn't get it.
Um,
I thought I was. Didn't happen. Kind
See,
of mad.
some people are like, oh, you need to be you can't be a dependent, like, because I'm a dependent, but I also know dependents that got it.
I heard it was like a weird thing with like college students. It was like if
Really?
you're like a college student, but like it was something weird like that.
Yeah.
Then they weren't gonna give it to you. It was some weird small percentage of college students. And I
Yeah.
think I like perfectly fit that college
Yeah.
student. It was something weird.
Bro, I want to, like, live with the Bedouins for a year.
No, never happening.
No? You
No.
wouldn't do that? Bro, that would be so... I feel like...
Where's that at?
Like, Egypt, like, places like that.
We're talking
like,
about the motherfuckers that be having 100 of the kids type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
like,
not
they
for
have
it.
camel... Bro, I just feel like you'd learn so much. You know, you learn how to, like...
You ever read The
Like-
Alchemist?
No, but my friend told me,
Come
like,
on.
he says, like, you need to
Bro,
read
that's
it.
where that shit comes
Really?
from.
My friend's like, yo, you gotta read this book.
Bro, if you were to read that, you'd really just go on that fucking trip.
And
like,
it's
yep,
short,
go
right? It's a
on.
short book.
Yeah, bro. I remember.
I want to read it.
Fuck 12. Where? Where's 12? Oh, right there. No, see.
Looks like we need a new
Bro, so
lighter.
you wouldn't live with a Bedouin?
Never.
Why not?
No. Why would I do that?
Bro, you'd learn
They
so
teach you the
much,
ways how to
know?
give
Yeah.
get like 100 million kids. You know that's your way. Stop
also-
playing, she.
I could do that with no effort. I could
Bro,
just
you
show
could-
up.
I
could
can
just
really
show
do
up
this
broke.
shit with no effort.
Bro, you learn how to, like...
I could do this shit without
Bro, you learn
trying.
how to, like... Bro, I feel like you learn how to, like, you know, like, farm and, like...
Why would I need to know how to farm?
In the
bro?
desert.
I'm not trying to learn how to farm,
And,
dog.
like... And, bro, like, to, like, track animal... Like,
Nah, why would I track an animal in LA?
I feel like we're all gonna have to make our own food at some point. You know, like, everything's, like, poison now.
I think when I'm like 40, I want to say 40.
one, I'm going out there.
When I'm 40, I think I'll have enough money to get a little bit of land in like Ventura County, and I could just farm my own
I
shit.
want to do that, man.
Some strawberries.
Not just strawberries. I think I could have like my own little garden. I think I could just go kill something real quick.
Bro, we need to have
Some
wells
lamb.
and stuff.
We need some lamb out here.
Shit, you know?
Ain't no lamb out here, right?
Plant?
Lamb.
Lamb? Oh, dude. I don't. Where are lamb in America? Where are
They
sheep
don't got
at?
it like
Bro, I
that.
don't think they do. I think
We don't
it's
have
like,
sheep in America. No.
They do? I don't think we do.
I think it's get ships, like not ships, but like it gets shipped.
Yeah.
I actually have no
Bro,
idea
you know,
where
I feel like
sheep.
it's probably South American or something like that, like Central
They
American.
have like alpacas. I don't think they have sheep.
a
That's
good
why,
point.
like, I was with a vegan study, and she was like, "You gotta watch out when you eat lamb, cause like they don't be out here.
Yeah,
they
that
be
makes
getting
sense.
sent from out here.
Where are lamb from?
Middle East.
Middle East, nigga.
No, I'm saying like where do they bring it from? Dude,
The
they
Middle
have,
East, nigga.
Nah, dude, they have to have like sheep farms
Not
here
like that.
somewhere. Why
Not
would
like that.
Bro, I feel like, you know what?
My
I feel
vegan
like,
shawty
I
said
feel
the
like
meat
they could
world
have
is
it in-
crooked.
Why
I
would
feel like
have
they
sheep
could have it in
farms
like
here?
New Zealand or like Australia.
Exactly.
They're
My
bringing
little
sheep
shawty
from
said the
Australia?
meat farms are
I
crooked.
think they do.
We have to Google this after this show,
Yeah.
dude. I need
Bro.
to know.
I'm in tune to the vegan world, bro. I know what's up with the meat. No homo.
Sounds pretty homo.
Maybe you,
I'm not,
bro.
I'm
Maybe
not the homophobic
like,
type, but you saying I'm all with the meats.
bro. Maybe like Spain.
That's wild,
Do you
dog.
feel like maybe like Spain or
Stop.
like parts of Europe have it, like Spain or
Spain
like,
have sheep?
I don't know.
I think
maybe.
Spain are like chilling just with like shellfish.
Think about it. You ain't never heard of no Native American sheep herders.
Yeah,
Jesus herded sheep in Jerusalem.
yeah.
They herded sheep over there. We was on horses smoking gas.
I'm sure we brought sheep here, dog. There has to be some sort of
One
part
of them.
America that has sheep, dog.
I feel like we know about it if there was. Like,
If they could bring pigs here, dude, they could bring sheep here. If they could bring
bro,
horses here,
I thought
bro,
they're
they-
already. Well, pigs
No,
are
we
like.
brought pigs, I think.
Yeah, but like, pigs are like easy. Like you just have them on like they don't need like graze and stuff. They just roll around in the mud and like, eat shit. Like it's not like sheep, Like you need to herd them. It's like such a process. It's not like pigs.
I need to know this sheep question because I've eaten a lot of sheep in my life.
I done eaten a lot of
Oh,
vegan
yeah, I don't
shawties
know if
out,
I
and they done
you guys
told me
this,
about
like,
the
did
sheep
I tell you
game.
guys that like I'm like
Sheep game's wild.
like in
Yo,
in,
no one
like,
can compete with my sheep game. My sheep.
Did I
game.
tell you that in
be
SF
herding
like I
sheep.
started to like get like horse milk? Think like horse milk?
No, why would you do that?
Because it's like a Mongolian thing. Like these Mongolians drink it.
Oh,
it's like
you
a popular
fertilize it,
drink.
right?
What?
You fertilize the horse milk or
Oh,
something?
you told
No,
them
you
about
ferment it.
Ferment it, yeah, you told us about that yesterday. No, dude, what was your name? What's my ting's name? From
know.
Julia what?
Fox?
Julia Fox? No, yeah, I'm not a milk ting person.
A what?
If you're sipping milk straight from the cow, I can't do it, dude.
Julia Fox in my line.
What do you mean milk straight from the cow?
If you're drinking like cow milk straight from the cow, I don't think I could do it. I don't fuck with regular milk like that. I only drink Doog really.
How is it not straight? What would it not? Isn't all milk straight from the cow?
Nah, I'm saying like straight from
they
the
got
udder.
hella milk from other animals.
I'm saying straight from the
Oh.
udder.
So what kind of milk would you drink?
Really no
Almond
milk.
milk.
Really no milk personally. I don't fuck with almond milk like that.
Almond milk.
Rice
almond
milk?
Sure.
fuck with
I would-
almond milk.
sure.
I fuck
Okay, you're
with
just saying you
soy
don't want-
milk.
you don't want
Soy
dairy.
isn't
I
good
don't want
for
milk
you.
like that.
You don't
No
want
milk.
real milk.
Yeah.
Soy isn't good for you, bro.
I guess that makes sense.
I can't live off. I need dairy, dude.
Yeah.
I need yogurt.
No, you
Yeah.
don't, bro.
Nah.
Yogurt is bad, bro.
See, the thing is, you weren't raised off yogurt.
Look, let me tell you about the yogurt game. I fuck with yogurt. I'm just saying cheese is bad.
Yo, what about
Yeah, I don't really eat
you know
cheese like
True
that.
Guy from De La Soul?
What
Do
happened?
that.
His name is Yogurt backwards, and the reason
I had no idea.
The reason his name is True Guy is because he just said he really fucked with yogurt, so he just did yogurt backwards.
I
His
might
name's
steal
True
his swag, dude.
Guy. What?
I might steal his swag. I might be like the opposite of Yerba.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the angle of that plane and how it's like really tilted.
It's weird, right?
That's why I don't trust no aircrafts ever.
Honestly, if we have a movie, every plane has to be flying upside down.
I told you about that Bones video
That'd be my fuck.
where the plane goes backwards. He shot it over here.
Oh, really?
He did a video where he's like smoking it backwards.
Was that the super bad part? You were like, yo, this is where they did super bad or something?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
It's the same place?
Nah, it's more closer to DJ's place. Honestly, I think. I think it was Bob Hope Airport.
Okay.
But like he reversed footage of an airplane going, but backwards, and that shit looks so hard.
When did he do it?
When did he do it?
Yeah.
Like 2015, 2014.
Remember Mick did that with the train? Mick's like walking and there's a train also right behind him, like side by side. It's like Mick walking forward, but the train's moving backwards.
I'm telling you, it wasn't as hard.
It was for the P's and Q's video.
Yeah, he stole swag for sure, bro.
Dude, I went back to listening to Mick. He has some wild shit.
The Waters is nuts.
A lot. I think it's his worst album, low-key.
What's the one with the
Healing Components is his worst album. The second
one
album.
with the orange and blue and white and
Oh wait, are you talking about the EP? Waves?
Mhm.
Like the square one? Like the whack album cover? That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
Yo, who's the fool that made that album that like the cover it makes him look like the Da Vinci guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Makes him look like the Da Vinci guy. When?
Oh,
Yeah.
wanna.
Oh.
Is that it?
Gunna that.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Gunna,
it's
Gunna,
like
Gunna,
the
Gunna,
Gunna
most
one.
like cringe like album.
Yeah.
What did I tell you about Gunna?
yeah, that,
What did I tell you about Gunna's album covers?
They're horrible.
He has the worst album covers.
took that take from Twitter, bro.
yeah, but is that one?
What? No, I
supposed to be-
didn't. I always felt like the way the Drip or Drown shit was horrible.
God.
Those were horrible.
He's underwater.
That was horrible.
Bro, his other the album
think I saw
cover
that
before
one too.
this, he's
Yeah, I-
underwater, just like you see the bubbles and shit. You can barely tell he's underwater for real.
Can't
There was
tell.
no point in doing
Can
that.
you pull that up?
The
I
Drip
feel
or
like we
Drown
might have
cover?
talked about it.
The Drip or Drown cover?
Yeah. The one, underwater one.
Horrible.
Damn, his shit is that. Is it? That's probably his thing.
You think it's supposed to be cringe, right?
I don't think it is.
Really?
I don't think he's really even choosing. I think they're just like, that's hard, and they just go with that.
What the fuck?
It's horrible.
Oh.
I like the umbrella though.
And the bitch in the back doing a.
Wait, what? There's a girl in the back? I had no idea there's a girl in the back. I had no idea she was there.
Oh.
I had no clue she was there.
Every time I think of Gunna, I think of him going, oh.
I hate that.
It's crazy, man.
I don't even think of the words he says. I just think of him going, oh.
I can't do it.
Gunna.
Wait, yo, Sheen, so about
Can't
like
do that.
China, do you think we're actually gonna like
War them?
decouple from them? Yeah, like just like stop doing business.
It's gonna go back and forth. I hope it
Like, do you
happens.
think the EU ever will? Or no?
I think they might.
What do you think about the EU and like the UN, like World Bank and like WHO? Like, do you think they're all like corrupt and shit, or
You heard about the China bank, nigga?
the what?
HS. What's that one China bank, bro? HS something, bro.
It's probably like
the National
HSC.
Bank. Yeah, HSC, like National Bank of China or some shit. They got fucked over in like Mexico for like being hella in the cartel shit, like literally laundering all their money. HSBC,
I think it's what it is. Something like that.
like like HSBC, bro, dead ass.
I don't want. I feel like I'm getting the acronym mixed up because HBCUs, but I don't know why.
Yeah, HSBC, bro.
That's what it is. HSBC.
This bank, bro, they got fucked over for like, they got fucked over in Mexico for laundering all of the fucking cartel's money.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
All that shit.
It's crazy, man.
So
Bro.
they in all that. They in that world. They give zero fucks.
There's a
Yes,
kid
they
in my
should.
fraternity, man, who
Why care? You know?
he's in my fraternity. He's an exchange student from Russia.
Yeah.
And like we didn't know anything about him. We just thought he was like funny and stuff because he was like Russian, you
Yeah.
know. And we just like let him in the fraternity. And then once I was just like curious about like this guy because he always kind of gave off like a little bit sus vibes, you know. So I look up his last name. His dad is the chief operations officer of the biggest bank in Russia.
I heard about this guy.
Biggest bank in Russia, bro. And like, bro, this guy's probably tight with Putin. He's probably in Putin's like inner circle. Like,
That's
this
so
dude's
hard.
probably one of the richest people in Russia. Like, and his son's in my frat.
Probably pissing on people.
And he's like super secretive about it. He doesn't like talk about it. You know, like, it's crazy, man.
You can't really talk about that.
You can't.
Hey, what's your dad do? He sells cars.
Can't speak on it.
Like, what would you say about your dad if someone asked you?
Bro, that's how it be with fucking bro, homie with the Tesla that makes beats out here. That go to USC, bro. You seen that fool?
Who's his name?
From the Ukraine, bro. I can't even say his name because I don't know what he be in, bro. I don't know what he involved in. But he make beats, bro.
There's yeah, man. I mean, yeah, this dude again, like, biggest bank in Russia, and bro, I mean, this dude Kim Jong-un, you know, when he went to school in Switzerland, like, people would ask about like his story because like people knew he was like Korean, but they didn't know like his story, and he would just say like, yeah, my dad's like a diplomat, and like his dad was like the leader of North Korea.
And it wasn't Google. You can't really search that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they just
Is that
thought
what homie says?
yeah, and they're like, yeah, like my dad's just like a diplomat from Korea, and they're like, oh, okay, and like, bro, the whole time they didn't know he was his son, like the leader.
That's
of North
wild.
Korea. Yeah, so bro, it's low-key a little bit like this, you know, like, I mean, not as crazy, but like, I mean,
What if
bro,
he like takes
top-
over Russia and you went to
could.
school with him?
He could, bro. I mean, his dad's this huge, you know, again, biggest bank, you know, so he's probably, again, in Putin's inner circle, you know, like, in on all this stuff, you know.
What do you think's more likely? This guy becomes like a power player in Russia, or his dad gets offed by Putin?
Power plant in Russia.
I think off by Putin is like a much more
Really?
likely scenario. Yeah, I feel like it's a revolving door around Putin.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like as soon as like you're like appointed, it's like a death sentence.
Yeah, I could see that, bro. I mean, look, Russia's crazy, man. But bro, the people in Russia all fuck with Putin. You know, they all like love him. So I don't know. Look, he's been in charge for 20 years. But you know, like Merkel in Germany, she's also been chancellor for 20 years. You know, so like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like he gets too much hate. You know, by the media.
Germany's kind of chilling though.
Really?
They don't really do shit.
Yeah.
They're just like focused on like cars.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Germany really doing?
Yeah, man. What do you think of this like MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, in like Saudi Arabia?
Kind of unaware.
I know he be gone. I remember that shit from like 2017,
Yeah.
2018.
Exactly, bro. Did you hear?
Is
he,
that
like,
shit still the same?
Yeah, man. Did you hear he hacked Jeff Bezos' phone?
Oh, this is a guy.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Like he just like met Jeff Bezos at a at like some like event, because you know like these leaders in these companies, they're like that's my point. They try to be all like like progressive and stuff, but they're doing the most fucked up stuff behind the scenes. Like again, like Jeff Bezos is meeting with like is meeting with Mohammed bin Salman, the leader of Saudi Arabia, at this like conference of elites and stuff, and just like talking to him, chatting with him at dinner and stuff. Mohammed bin Salman adds him on WhatsApp. Then like a few weeks later, like he sends him this like random video about like a new mall opening in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And when Jeff Bezos opens it up, it hacks his phone and like steals all his data and sends it to the Saudi Arabian government.
That's wild.
And like it's crazy, bro. Like he played Jeff Bezos for a fool.
Jeff Bezos, I don't think he's that smart.
Bro, I don't think he is either. You know what happened with like his like affair and stuff, right?
What happened?
So bro, so he got like, you know how like he got divorced from his wife? Did you hear about that? So he got divorced from his wife because he was having like an affair with this other woman, right? So like basically what happened is like his affair with this other woman.
She was a gold digger from his friend, right?
I don't know.
I think that was like the story. Like she was fucking his friend, and then he kind of just swooped her.
Probably, I could totally see that. But basically what happened eventually is like his story of this affair, like his text with her and stuff, got leaked. So like the whole world found out about his affair, and that's why he got divorced from his wife. And then the whole time he was saying like, oh yeah, like Trump leaked this, like Trump's like trying to take me down and stuff. He's like, this is a U.S. government thing, and then like the U.S. government's trying to take me down, like Trump's against me, like Trump leaked this like to get revenge on me because I own the Washington Post. And then what it ended up happening is like the girl, his like mistress's brother, just like leaked the whole thing for money. He like sold it to the Inquirer for money, like his girlfriend's brother. And then he's like, oh shit. And then I think later like they also leaked his like dick pics or something.
I
heard about that.
I did not hear about Jeff Bezos meat.
Bro, he's like, it just seems like he's always getting in these like dumb situations. Like, bro, like
he's probably just oblivious to everything.
Exactly.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Like, you don't see that shit happening with like Zuckerberg.
I can see Bezos giving a fuck. You don't think Bezos has mini meat?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
I can see Jeff having mini meat. That's why he got jacked, dude. If you have like multiple billions of dollars,
if you have mini meat, you think you give a fuck?
Bro, if you have multiple millions of dollars, you don't have to be jacked.
What does being jacked have to do with mini meat? Most jack niggas got mini meat.
Exactly. He was a nerd, billions of dollars, when it got jacked. He has to overcompensate for something. It has to be the mini meat.
He's jacked?
He was. For a period, He was jacked.
Bro, he looks like skinny.
Now I think he's back to like the normal life. I think when he realized he didn't need it anymore, he was like, I'm toned down. Damn, dog. It's been a weird week, though.
Bro, did you hear what happened with Elon Musk in like Alameda County? Like, you know that's near Berkeley.
No, what happened?
So like he had a factory in Alameda County, which is right near Berkeley. Like it's the same county as Berkeley, actually. So Berkeley's in Alameda County, but his factory and his headquarters is like 2 cities down in a city called Fremont.
Yeah.
And basically, like Alameda County was the last county in California to reopen. And like the governor of California said like you could reopen, but Alameda County was telling him he can't reopen his factory. So he just like went against Alameda County and reopened it anyway. And then he's like, oh, and I'm like, to get back to them, I'm gonna move out of the state.
Yeah.
To like Tulsa or so I don't know. That was happening like while I was in Berkeley, like 30 minutes away. Like he opened the factory against like the county's orders. So. I don't know. Do you think Elon Musk is smart, or do you think he's like Bezos?
No, I think he's okay. Jeff Bezos thought of like one thing.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, we're gonna do books online.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it. We might as well just sell everything.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get to that point.
Right.
Elon Musk was like, we talked about this, I think. I shitted on Elon Musk one time. Elon Musk really just thought, like, on the internet, oh, how do we send money on the internet? Let's just send money on the internet. He just thought of, like, the most basic shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's SpaceX?
Making, like, jet, like...
What's so genius about that?
I mean, I guess they're just doing something that it's very hard for other companies to do.
What's so smart about having an electric car?
The branding behind it.
Yeah, branding.
You feel me?
Do you think
it's all about the branding?
Do you think Elon Musk is responsible for the branding of everything, or he doesn't have a few people around him that are responsible?
I don't think he's actually involved heavily with this. I think he's just an investor.
Yeah.
He's an investor who's created a brand around himself.
All right, first of all, before it to be presented the way it is, he definitely had to say so in that. You feel me? Shit just don't get presented that way without you intending. You feel me?
I think he has like 5 really smart people for each project, and he's just listening to the shit they say.
But he still intends to have shit presented away. You know?
I really just think it's the
even
accent,
if the shit is fucked inside, like even if fucking airplanes are not airplanes, but like Teslas are exploding and hitting people, like they still look nice.
I really do think it's just the accent.
I'm gonna piss again.
We're gonna be done in a few minutes.
Oh,
we're
really?
only at like 5%. You can't just hold it.
I don't think I can hold it. Man.
Dude, this shit
Bro, I
third
just
pitch.
had a water bottle, beer, too.
Do you want to sign off? Because like we're at 5%. We're gonna end this soon.
Okay. Yeah, it's
We're
been
gonna
an
still
honor to be
talk,
on the
yeah.
show. It's been an honor to be on the show. I'm gonna have to sign off. God bless you and have a good night.
I just want to say, dog, I think we need a new thing of the week. There's gonna be G of the week still, as always.
Ting of the week.
Ting of the week was an OG one. We could bring it
We
back.
never had that. Are you fuck with your tier now?
Yeah,
She texting me hella.
yeah.
All cops
Definitely.
are bastards, of course.
I never knew that's what that meant. But I was gonna say we need a Goofy of the week too.
Yeah.
G of the week, Ting of the week, Goof of the week. We have to distinguish. A G isn't a goof. I want to say G of the week for me, easily Mike.
Shawty's a far ting.
Oh, how
You
far?
gotta tell me.
How
do
far
I
are we
do
talking?
this?
Put in the city. Don't say where it is. Show me the distance. Show me the time distance. Over under 50 miles.
44 minutes on the late night creep.
Okay, so realistically, it's like an hour 30. Realistically, hour 30.
That's 45 minutes on the late night creep.
I've done that. I've done 50 minutes late night creep. But the difference is I knew her from a different place. I didn't, you know what I mean? I never went there first. I kind of knew her 30 minutes away. And then I made the hour trip.
45 minutes on the late night creep.
South or north? Or like east? Which direction? Like towards where?
That way.
Like
Towards Mexico,
more-
I think.
I have to bring up one with you too, because I'm in a similar predicament. For me, it's like a, I don't want to say. Goof of the week though, easily Rudy Gobert. Did you see what he did?
What did he do?
Do you know that reporter Taylor Rooks?
Is she cute?
She's the cute black young lady. She like interviews athletes and stuff like that. She posted a picture of her in a car, and Rudy Gobert commented, "Are you wearing makeup?" ?
Damn.
No shit, she's wearing makeup. Rudy Gobert, no game, no swag. Honestly, he's whack on the court and he's whack off the floor too.
Damn, you're foul.
Just because he's 7 feet, 7 feet goofy theory is still a thing. If you're 7 feet, you're automatically goofy unless you're Shaq, and Shaq is most likely a goofy too. I would say Shaq's a goofy. He's just a likable goofy. Because we know he'll fuck us up.
I guess, bro. Bro, it's cold.
Low key.
What the fuck? I thought it was summer.
I don't have a ting of the week though. RP to the tings, RP to the potentials. I hope you're doing well, you know?
I don't give potentials potential.
Really?
No.
I think a potential's always a potential. Do you have a G of the week? This is something we should always come prepared. Like, I only said Mike because I was listening to Mike on the way here. There's probably a different G of the week that's more deserving.
No. No G of the week for me this time.
Respect.
We're at a stalemate.
I think by default it should be me then.
Alright, then you choose. You get double.
It's
And
me
you get
and
to choose for Milton.
actually he might be back in time if he runs. Or fuck it, he gets no G of the week. Should we wait? We're at 4%.
I'll make it, bro.
He'll make it. He'll make it for sure.
Ah. I don't think I have a jacket in my car. That's lame. I might though.
Milton, run. Run. Who's been like the greatest person this week so far for you?
Greatest person of the week?
Yeah. Who's been doing like the G of the week, greatest person? You know? And also who's been like the goofiest person, like the weirdest person, like the shittiest person this week?
Goofiest person is Oh, bro, did you see that like thing Joe Rogan was talking about when it was a celebrities video and they're like I take responsibility. That's some goofy shit.
That's
goofy.
all of them. That's Breaking Bad shit. That's Aaron Paul.
That's like,
Jesse,
bro. Do you
all-
remember the Joe Rogan like Imagine thing that he showed?
No.
Like, bro, there's another thing that was as goofy where it's all these celebrities.
Oh, singing
like,
a song.
Singing Imagine
Yeah.
because of coronavirus and. Bro, anyway, every celebrity that was part of that I take responsibility video, goofiest of like the week.
That's fair.
As for at least
That was like last week though. I feel that was like 2 weeks ago. Still though, it counts.
Oh, I just saw it this week. As for like the best person of the week, I don't know. What are some like big names right now? Like big things that have been in the news.
Nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Mine was no one.
Yeah, his was me by default because I got to pick.
Yeah.
I picked the music I was listening to and I picked you up.
Huh.
I thought you had a bug on you, but it flew away. It flew on you. I was gonna slap you back very hard. No G of the week. No G of the week for you.
I'm thinking that.
Cliff, we need an album cover.
What?
We need a fucking cover. Fuck it, dude. I know what it is. Just show the tabby cat. Just show him. Done. I was on Shane Show 55. Need a name. No name? No name. We didn't even talk about No Name.
Yeah, that's
No
not
Name
even-
barred up J. Cole.
I didn't hear. I gotta hear that.
She kind of barred up. She said everything I said about J. Cole.
Oh God! Someone really brought up J. Cole and it was a girl.
And it was a minute long. A minute long Mad Lib beat.
But J. Cole kind of brought her up too.
J. Cole said dumb shit, dude. Why is J. Cole attacking No Name when
Bro,
Black
I'm gonna
Lives Matter
say
still
I'm gonna
happening?
say G of the week are those Brazilian guys who broke into the coronavirus.
Fair. That's a good G of the week.
That's like
I changed my goof of the week to J. Cole, by the way. I will say that. It's a co goof.
Cause a girl one. That's
No,
sexist.
it's because No Name was right.
Damn.
No Name was right. No Name, I'm on your side.
We
Shout out No
gon'
Name.
see.
Shout Mad Lib.